Right. Bronzino. God.
Joe.
Jesus. He's fuck right.
How you doing,
It's
brother?
been fucking ever.
Yes, sir.
So it's my buddy Bronze. We used to work together. Got real close because we survived the hell of beer garden.
Yep.
You remember opening that place? Were you there on open?
I was not there on opening. I was there the day you guys opened as a guest. It was a complete shit show.
Bronze has since evolved from the service industry now. Do you miss it?
Nope. Now I'm a desk jockey. Sit on my ass all day. I'm one of those people who goes to the gym on my lunch break. It's the only physical activity I get a day.
If you weren't ideal job, where would you go?
I would be a treasure hunter in the Caribbean.
Shut up, really?
Swear to God, why wouldn't I want to do that?
What kind of treasure? Like old school treasure or like?
I want to look for like pirate treasure.
Blood pirate treasure?
Blood pirate treasure. Yeah, no, I want to be like own my own boat and just sailing around the Caribbean.
There's some shit that there was this kid that's like 16 years old. He's like following all these facts and he suggests that Atlantis is actually in the middle of the Mojave. No, not Mojave. What's the
Sahara?
Egypt? Is it Sahara? The Egypt desert?
I think so.
Sahara?
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's like supposedly in the middle of there, which makes sense. And apparently they found like some pyramid in Antarctica too, which like really makes you think.
That was a movie. It was Alien versus Predator.
Oh.
Not the same.
Movies are real.
Ancient Aliens kind of shit.
What do you think is left that would be a big find? What would you want to find? I think Blackbeard's treasure is still out there.
Yeah, isn't there like somewhere like off the coast of North Carolina that there apparently is like some island with buried treasure somewhere? They've done like
Ocracoke. Is
yeah,
it Ocracoke?
or is that where like all those people? Where's the lost colony that disappeared?
Oh, that's Virginia. Isn't that Virginia?
I don't know. I just know that there was one.
There was like so what had happened with that is like the guy went to England. He came back like 3 years later, and they're all gone, and like no one really knows. And there was like a sign that said some weird shit on it, and I guess they just rebuilt. But like realistically, like nowadays, things like cities get wiped out all the time. You know what I mean?
I mean, when's the last city got wiped out?
I don't know what was the last bomb we dropped.
Fair. Nagasaki. I actually had a conversation about this last night. Yeah.
Dude, that's some crazy shit that we possess a power that's that strong.
Can level entire cities. I've been to Hiroshima.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like there's one building left standing from when it all happened, and it was I think it was a hospital. But like the entire like all of Japan, I went to a bunch of cities in Japan, and like all of them are like these big booming like metropolises, and then you go to Hiroshima and like there's not skyscrapers there. It's like way shorter. It's like a way smaller city.
Really?
Because it was wiped out in the 40s. So like
yeah, nothing left.
Yeah, so they had to like start from scratch, and like everybody died, and they couldn't live there because like there was carcinogens everywhere from the nuclear fallout. So like. Yeah, like nobody was there. I met some lady who was in like the outer blast and like her face melted, and she
really?
she had like cancer and stuff.
Whoa,
yeah,
shit.
she spoke to like the group of us. It was pretty intense.
Flop side, maybe someone got superpowers.
Could be.
That's a far shot.
Godzilla happened. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. Was really also a detriment to their country, from what I've seen.
I've stood as far as me to you to the Enola Gay. We were up in D.C. and we had a Christmas party, or they had a Christmas party. My girl's company did. And they had it at the Air and Space Museum, and bro, like it's just weird because like you could feel, like this fucks some things up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, man. Could you imagine being the person that like pressed the button?
Yeah. Like you.
This is it.
Yeah.
Like
you've single-handedly killed almost as many people as Hitler.
Yeah.
Like Hitler killed a lot of people, but he didn't actually do it. He just ordered it. But you actually did it. So you probably killed more than any one person's ever killed people in their entire life. In literally seconds. Yeah. You know what I mean? I heard there's like shadows burned into the ground and shit. Like, they were just vaporized.
Like, and it's so fucked up that like that happened. You know what I mean? Like, I get why it happened. Like, granted we are at war, but like the idea, like none of those people, like, you know what I mean? So you take people that were like, we'll take like Syria for instance, right? Yeah. I know no one in Syria. No. No one in Syria knows me. I don't hate anyone.
I mean, your podcast is pretty popular now.
Yeah,
you might have
91 views. Here we go.
You might have Syrian fans, so.
But like, there's no reason to hate any. Like, what I have to hate an individual over there. You know what I mean? Oh. And like, it's crazy because you see the show in the news. This person did that, and this person did that. Could you imagine like, if you didn't do that, but you're getting the fingers pointed at you, and like, now the whole world hates you? Yeah,
that'd be fucking mayhem. And it's like, you think about it, like, they all have, like, women and kids. It's like women and kids over there. Like, how pissed would you be if somebody, like, dropped a nuke in, like, Raleigh?
Destroyed your parents?
Yeah, dude.
And then that breeds more hate. It just never ends. I think JFK said the only way that we'd come together as a human race is if, like, aliens attacked.
Yeah.
I think he said an outside force.
Yeah, I mean, look at like when we were younger and 9/11 happened. Like the United States banded together like crazy. There was like people forgot about racism for a whole 37 minutes. Like it wasn't long,
No
but
shit.
But they like I think they forgot about it for a second. But then like it came back, and like now like that would be the way to unite the entire human race is like a mass catastrophe that everybody suffers from.
Yeah, but if they're gonna do that, they should drop it in the Midwest. There's not,
Fly over states, dude. Well, I mean, we got coronavirus now. That's looking good. So that might work out for us.
Gotta garnish it with some Lyme disease.
Yeah. Corona with Lyme.
I don't know, dude. You ever heard of the thing about the Simpsons predicting shit?
Yeah.
They apparently predicted that, and the Kobe shit, like.
Well, they said they predicted the coronavirus in the way that Simpsons predicted, like, a pandemic coming from China, which has already happened. Like, SARS happened. And this coronavirus is just, like, another version of SARS. It's the same kind of virus. So maybe they just, like, do it better over there? I don't really know. But, I mean, apparently China's a really dirty country. And, like, overpopulated like crazy.
Yeah,
and
a lot of, like, India's
smog,
like that, too.
And
but nothing comes from India. Like, what are you going to have, the curry virus next?
Yeah, it's interesting. Why doesn't anything come from India? That's weird. I feel like it's kind of dirtier in India too.
They
like
don't tip.
Dirt roads.
They sit in the restaurant. We're like,
yeah, well, great. That's gonna be a table where I make no money whatsoever. That happens. Really, redneck white people don't tip either, so it's okay. That's
yeah,
not
dude,
racism,
it's such a demographic. They're like black people don't tip, Indian people don't tip, rednecks don't tip. No, it's not like races of people that don't tip. It's just some people just suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's weird that we fucking point a finger at a culture like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's just their way of getting. We want to get mad at somebody.
I mean, like, I don't know. If I were to, like, pick a group of things to hate, it'd have to be, like, vegetarians or something.
Yeah. Well, like we said earlier, I'd probably hate rapists the most. Yeah.
You know what? Why don't we? Like, why is that not a thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people walk down the street with, like, all their beliefs and stuff. Why is it just, like, kill your local rapist?
Yeah. I mean, it would be acceptable. And it's nobody's. I don't know anybody who's pro-rape. Everybody's anti-rape.
But here's the thing about rape. It's like a really there's like rape, and then there's like this giant gray area of like you're 21 and she's like 18 and you get statutory rape. You know what I mean? And it's just like
Yeah, I think they have to be like under 16.
Yeah, but how about you're 17 and they were like 16? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Well, you're 16. There, you know what I mean? Like, and like that's a big fucking stamp to put on somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for the rest of their life. Like, and
And
I mean,
then
great. But wait, hold on, because now it's starting to sound like we're like advocating for some sort of rape.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'm definitely not. I'm anti-rape across the board. Across the board, I'm not for it.
See, I don't understand. Like, you want to make money off of shit like this is what you do, right? You get a fucking island, and you take, like, I don't know, the people that do disgusting shit like that, and you put it on there, like a battle royale, right? And then, like, you just let them fight. And, like, maybe sponsored by, I don't know, Coors Light.
Yeah.
And then just let them do. I think,
there's been, like,
George
movies
Carlin
about
does a
that.
bit about this. Maybe a weapon drop in the middle of the island.
Pretty sure there was a movie, like, with John Cena in it about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, they're like
Horrible
prisoners, and they go. Yeah, you can never see him. But they go, they like take all these prisoners there, and they like fight to the death. It's kind of like Death Race, like where they did the one with Jason Statham. I love that movie personally.
Dude, the first one's good. The second one was alright. The third one's garbage.
I watched the one with like the dude from that Spartacus show, and it was just so bad. It's like race across America, and they can just kill anybody. It's like. Just random people. That's kind of it's a weird kind of flex.
I would buy
people.
HBO for Death Race shit.
Yeah. I'm definitely, especially if it's like rapists, like we hate. And if you got to see them kill each other and like kill, just each other, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Dude, there's just like a certain bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? And it sucks because if you go hit that person, like say, like some dude that's done all this horrible shit, and you go deck him in the middle of the street, you're going to jail for assault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you could say
justified or not.
You could say he grabbed you by the wiener.
And who's to say no?
Yeah, I mean, I did falsely accuse molestation once, and it was because I was drunk on the beach and I got an open container, and I just started yelling at the cop trying to touch me by the wiener. But I got out of it because I told him that my name was Hugh, last name Janus, so he didn't pick that up. My name was Hugh Janus. But then he sent it to my house anyways. Like, I was so drunk that I gave him the wrong name with the right address.
Damn!
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I got out of it.
I got a drinking ticket on the beach once, and, like, I was piss-ass drunk, and they're trying to talk to me. I'm, like, baked. So the fucked up thing about drinking on the beach is the sun hits you.
Yeah.
And it dehydrates you. So you're, like, 3 beers is, like, 6 beers. And, like, before you know, you're absolutely hammered. And then the sun goes down, and it's really cold, and then you're, like, trying to figure out life. But, like, if you fall asleep on the beach, you wake up to fucking 1,000 degrees burning you. Like, the sun is hitting you. It's like, fuck your life.
I try to not sleep on the beach. Unless I'm really fucked up. Because I'll probably get sunburned. I'm Italian, so I don't get sunburned too bad. But it's still a risk I run on occasion.
Yeah.
And,
What's the worst you've ever been sunburned?
I mean, is there a varying degree that I can assess it with? I got sun poisoning before. Because I
really?
literally got drunk and fell asleep on my back. And I had my arms up over my head, so my armpits got blisters.
Damn.
And it was miserable. Yeah.
I fell asleep under a truck once, and the sun wasn't on me when I fell asleep, but then it went across my shins, and as red as a freaking shot glass.
I feel like you told me, was this like at like
Carolina Beach.
Okay, I feel like you told me this once like a while ago.
It was the worst, man. Like, shins are the weirdest thing to have sunburn, because like they get cold, and like when's the last time your shins have been cold? You know.
Fair.
Sunburn's a motherfucker, man. You know what's crazy is like no one ever gets moonburned.
Because the moon's only like 33% of the brightness of the sun, something like that. I don't know. I watched this new show on Netflix, and they gave me a statistic. I can't remember what the actual statistic was. It's this new show on Netflix, like The World at Dark, or After Dark, or something like that. And it's like an animal documentary, which I love watching.
Documentaries or animal documentaries?
Animal documentaries. I'm not a big fan of like regular documentaries.
Okay.
I just don't find them interesting. I went to school for biology, so I like to study
Super
animals.
Size Me, any of that?
No, never seen it.
What's the heavy set guy that does Fahrenheit 9/11?
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
Yeah.
I think he's crazy, but I also think he makes some good points. But I also think he's very crazy.
Yeah, I watched Don't Fuck with Cats. Have you watched that one yet?
No, but I've heard about it.
Pretty wild. It's pretty
That's
wild.
another kind of person that's just like, fuck you,
yeah, dude.
Like,
yeah, it wasn't like it was like the cats, and then it like progressed into like people, and it was like fucked up.
I don't like if you can bring. All right, so here's the thing, right? If a dog is attacking you and you kill the dog, I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, you know. But if you're just there's people online that are like, fuck pit bulls, let's just kill them. It's like, yo, like not at all. Like, you know?
It's not the dog; it's the owner.
Yeah,
like, I've met like. Have you ever met a Chihuahua that's cool? No, they all fucking suck. They just can't bite hard
You're
enough
right.
to really
I've
hurt
actually
you.
never met a dude. My ex from like high school, her boyfriend's sister had a Pomeranian, and this dog would cuddle up next to you, and then you'd move like just the wrong way, like dude, it ripped my freaking side off, dude. And they had small little teeth.
See, I had my fraternity house in college. The one dude had a dog, and me and his dog just didn't get along at all. Like, the dog would like purposely like come out, like I would walk into the room and the dog would run across the room to attack me, but it was small. It was like bigger than Chihuahua, but it was like pretty small dog, and we would just fight. Like, I got in a fight with this. I was hammered one night and got in a fight with this dog with like a standing fan, and like I was fighting the dog with the fan because like I was defending myself. No, I had to unplug it. I was running across the house trying to get away from this dog, and I'm fighting it with the fucking standing fan because I thought it was gonna die.
Okay, a pack of angry Chihuahuas. How many do you think would it take to take you down? You're a big dude.
I mean,
to overrun you, 50.
Think about, are they smart Chihuahuas? Are they going to go for my
average Chihuahua?
Like, if they go for my Achilles first and get me down on the ground, then they can go for the throat.
Team up.
So, I mean, you could really get a pack of 5, and that would probably do it.
Of, like, technical Chihuahuas?
Yeah.
Why don't we use that?
Tactical Chihuahuas, yeah.
Everyone's, like, all about some German Shepherds. Like, I mean, if you had a pack of little ones, and they all, like, latched on.
It's like in Jurassic Park, the little dinosaurs that go and, like, eat people.
The little ones.
They call them, like, compies or something like that. Yeah, it'd be just like that, but with Chihuahuas. And we could tactically train those. And think about it, they can get into, like, anywhere. Like, what if we used tactical Chihuahuas in, like, the war in the South Pacific when we were fighting Japan? They'd get into foxholes and, like, take down... And the average Japanese guy could go down by 2 Chihuahuas because they're way smaller.
And they're stuck in the hole. So
the Chihuahuas could just tactically...
I guess it's all, like, a terrain thing. Well, they used to use Jack Russells to take down lions. Like a pack of Jack Russells to take down a lion. That might be a lie.
I feel like that's sort of true.
I feel like that's true too. But
I feel like they used to use like they actually had big dogs that took down lions though, like bull mastiffs, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are canary dogs. They're like 100-something pounds.
Yeah, they're pretty big. So, I mean, I could definitely see. I don't know how Chihuahuas would fare against lions, but
it's weird how we domesticate some animals and not others.
Well, I mean, we domesticated most of them.
Well, I mean, I saw a thing about this guy that had a puma.
Which is a cat.
Bobcat. Yeah, and they're like. It's just like, but that cat is like 90 pounds and it's got freaking nails, dude. Like, fuck him up. But like, you know, I just don't understand. Like, people are like, I want a miniature schnauzer. You know what I mean? It's just like.
Well, they didn't start like that. They were all like wolves, and then we changed them to look like the animals that they are.
Every breed of dog we have made. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all started off like just wolves, I'm pretty sure. And then we kind of made.
How did we make small dogs? How did we bring a wolf to us like a Chihuahua?
maybe coyotes, and then like you just breed the smallest ones together.
Foxes, man.
Well, I think dingoes are domesticated dogs that just are wild now, and they've like kind of gone off and done their own thing. But you even have like African wild dogs, like those are like smaller. You know, the reason why we actually domesticated dogs so well is because dogs and humans in like the early times, or wolves rather, they hunt by outdistancing, like outrunning their prey. Like big cats, the way they act is they like ambush.
Power,
yeah. And then wolves, they'll just run down an elk for miles and miles, so the elk is exhausted, and then they take it down. And humans, that's why like every time like somebody wins like a marathon, it's always like somebody from somewhere in Africa, because like that's literally that's how they were. Like their people were evolved running down like impalas, and they just ran down the impalas. So we actually hunted a very similar way to wolves. So naturally, it made sense for them to hunt beside us, and then like that's kind of how the domestication process started.
It's nuts to think that even humans are the same way. That's a good point. Like people in the NFL, like that's years of big people fucking big people to make big people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're. What did you say you were earlier? 6'4", right?
Yeah.
So if you hooked up with a girl that was 6'4" and you had a baby that turned out to be
somehow the baby's gonna be bigger.
You know, and then so on, and then next thing you know, but like, I guess there's a limit on how big you can get before it's
detrimental.
Yeah, it's not. It's like you know what I mean. There's probably a real sweet zone in there. Like,
yeah, I mean that's why like if you even look at like back to dogs too, like Chihuahuas will live to be like freaking 15, 16 years old. Great Danes are like 8 or 9 because like their hearts haven't evolved with their body size, so their hearts are too small and they overwork themselves to pump blood to their bodies. So like if humans get bigger and bigger, like our hearts are not evolving fast enough. And then at the same time, there's the birth weight problem where if a baby's too big, it'll kill the mother. Or it'll kill the baby, like the birth won't be viable because the baby's too big. So we've actually evolved to have babies that are big enough to be healthy, but small enough to like not kill the parent or itself.
Well, most Great Danes are like lap dogs, though. They're not like aggressive animals. Yeah. I don't. Is there a reason to have Great Danes? They must have been hunting dogs or something.
I don't know. I know, in the Patriot, General Cornwallis had to.
Yeah.
I don't even have to say the Patriot. I could just say General Cornwallis.
Yeah, right.
He's a real person. Yeah.
Even in like Game of Thrones, there's some big dogs. The freaking evil dude.
Oh yeah, I think he had bull mastiffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are big dogs too. You know, I saw this thing. There's a tribe in Africa that has domesticated freaking hyenas. And
interesting.
They're like, I guess those are the biggest dogs, and they have like chains around these freaking necks, which they do in dog fights too, to make their necks big. But like, you see this dude? He's like standing 6'2", like ripped. I mean, like living in a hut ripped, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not scared of lions ripped, with these 2 hyenas, like, bro, fuck UFC, like that dude, like, absolutely not.
Well, that makes me wonder, like, why the neck's so big, because the bite power isn't going to come from the neck, it's going to come from the jaw.
The jaw. But I guess the shorter the jaw, the more power, like, that's why, like, pit bulls have a short jaw, and they have more clamping power.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I've seen, like, in that documentary I was just watching with like the nighttime, like lion, like an entire pride of lions will get fought off from like a kill by a pack of hyenas because like they just overwhelm them in pure numbers, and their bite strength is like insane.
Surprisingly enough, I think the highest kill rate thing was a hippopotamus. More people die by hippopotamus.
Yeah. They're super territorial.
Like, and it's funny because they're funny looking. You know what I mean? That's like,
hippos, but they have like really thick skin. So like not many things can kill a hippo. 1 and 2, they're super territorial, and like their mouths are fucking huge.
And they got like, I guess, canines. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
Oh yeah, they have those big giant teeth, and like I actually read somewhere the other day that in Colombia, I think it is, there is a herd or whatever of like 80 hippopotamus now.
Really?
They're Pablo Escobar's hippopotamuses that he brought to his estate. There was like 4, and now they're up to like 80 or 90. Like,
oh, shit.
Yeah. So like right in South America, like that's crazy. And like that'd be like, they're scary, dude. Like they'll like attack you. I've seen like videos of them like on a boat in Africa, like in a river, and the hippopotamus, they swim fast as hell.
Oh yeah.
And they like catch up to the boat.
Run.
Yeah. And they just go so fast, and then they come up on these boats, and like they can fit their mouth around one of those like pontoon looking boats.
Take a chunk out of it.
Yeah, and then it's gonna pop, and then you're dead.
Fuck that.
I just wouldn't fuck with a hippo.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've said this a couple times. I don't fuck with animals that are bigger and stronger than me, and I don't fuck with anything poisonous.
If you had to fight like one like animal your size, like your weight, what would you fight?
What do you think's 180 pounds?
No, like you could take any animal pretty much. Like take like a viable one. Like I've had this conversation before because I would fight like a deer. Because I feel like once that deer comes at me with the antlers, if I can just get my hands on the antlers, it might pierce me. But if it's life or death,
I don't know, dude. Deers are pretty badass, and they don't really fight with their antlers; they fight with their hooves.
But if I can just get a hold of the antlers, I'm a big dude. I just gotta take it to the ground.
you'd have more, but a moose would fuck you up.
Moose, yeah, moose are fucking. Have you ever seen a moose?
Yeah, well,
They're huge.
from a distance.
They're huge.
I thought it was a horse.
Yeah.
And like as we're rolling, I'm like, holy! I saw elk, and elk are the same way. It's like, good. I bet you that fucker stood 7 foot tall.
Yeah, it's like a freaking Clydesdale with massive antlers.
Yep.
And then whenever they shed, like because they put their skin on, moose have skin on the outside. When they shed that, it's just like it looks like creepy as hell because it's like skin dying off of their antlers and it just looks weird.
Yeah, freaking angel of death.
Yeah.
Would you rather fight a moose or a hippopotamus though?
Oh shit.
Or what would win if they fought each other? Well, that's a good one.
I want to say the hippo, dude. Because
that moose is quick.
but that bite strength.
It would have to get a hold of it.
Yeah. Otherwise, how's it going to hurt it really though? Because the hippopotamus has got such thick skin.
Pablo Escobar brought 3 meese. Is that what they're called? Plural moose? Mises? Mouses? No,
I believe it's just moose. It's like deer.
Deer and deer.
Yeah.
A fish is a lot of fish and a single fish as long as they're the same fish, but different fish are fishes.
Then what? Well, yeah, swimming with the fishes.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I heard that one. The English is fucked, dude.
Yeah, it's real fucked up.
But like back to like domesticating animals, like it's weird because like a lot of people, cats and dogs are a big thing. Fish are another. Parrots, you know what I mean? A lot of people have parrots.
I don't know if we ever domesticated fish. We just keep them.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Well, wait, what is a fish though? You know what I mean? If you're thinking like a porpoise, we definitely domesticated like dolphins and whales.
Well, that's not a fish. That's a mammal.
It is a mammal.
Yeah. But what do you consider domestication at that point?
Yeah. Well, there's people that swim with fucking alligators.
Because, I mean, we have cows, but we just keep them.
I think anything that doesn't lay eggs can be domesticated. I feel like that's a very...
Well, now, see, I will counter that because I actually did a study in college where I operant conditioned a Savannah monitor lizard, which lay eggs.
Okay.
It wasn't entirely conclusive, but what I would do is I, would feed it, crickets. Mm-hmm. And while I was doing it, I had these, striped and colored gloves because, they don't know if they're colorblind or not. And as I would feed him, I would pet him. And the first time I fed him, he bit me, 58 times. And then, 8 weeks later...
What was this again, a lizard?
A Savannah monitor lizard, 3 foot.
Okay.
With the gloves were, leather, and they went up to, my elbows. So, if he bit me, I could, take it. Mm-hmm. The first time I did it, he bit me 58 times. Then after 8 weeks, he bit me, 3 times. Mm-hmm. So, it showed progress. So,
Or maybe it's just used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then birds lay eggs as well.
Yeah, but birds are never really domesticated.
You have a parrot that can talk to you.
Yeah, but you have that same parrot that'll rip your fucking ear off. It's just it's your friend. There are things like that are one-person animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of those. Squirrels are like that. Raccoons are like that. People buy raccoons, and then, months later, they get fucking thrashed. Raccoons are strong. They're bears. Yeah. They're baby bears.
I wouldn't want a raccoon, just because, I've heard that, because you make them go shit in a litter box,
mm-hmm.
and, whenever they get older, they get mad at you for making them shit in a litter box, they'll start to destroy your shit.
Really?
Yeah, they're, vindictive little animals. But it's yo, fuck you. What would you do if your raccoon just, destroyed, took your AirPods and, flushed them down the toilet?
Well, that's where I go back to, anything bigger than me or poisonous. Raccoon might fuck me up a little bit, but I'll stomp that little fucking raccoon in the ground.
Yeah, but they're resilient, too. And they're stupid, though, sometimes. They're smart.
Stupidly smart, idiots of all.
Yeah, but what I read, did you ever read Where the Red Fern Grows? It's about the kid who gets the 2 dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, the way he would, trap raccoons is he would, find a log with a hole in it, and he would put something, too big to fit through the hole. Or, it would reach in and would refuse to let go of the shiny object, so it couldn't get its hand back out. And it would be stuck there, and then he would just walk up and kill it.
Yeah.
They're, idiot.
Yeah.
But if they get caught in a trap, they'll chew their paw off and run away.
Yeah.
But they won't give up that shiny object, which blows my mind.
Well... But monkey traps are the same way.
I've dated a lot of girls like that who'd rather chew their hand off and give up the shiny object.
You're not getting this ring! You're not getting the ring!
Terrible taste in women. Well,
I've had some bad taste in women, too.
I've met a lot of them. It's okay.
You fucking
this one seems nice. I like her.
She's adorable. She's the best. Super good. I got a score on that one. I tried to be a good guy. And, it's weird because I feel like...
You just say you tried banging a guy?
I tried to be a good guy.
Oh.
It's weird because, with that being said, we haven't really domesticated each other as humans. You know what I mean?
Fair.
You know what I mean? We're pretty wild. Back to, droping bombs on giant fucking cities. Where, dude?
Well, I mean, humans are the only animal in the world to outlive their, the actual, survival of the fittest. Mm-hmm. Our society as a whole has learned and grown this, sense of, compassion that makes us like allow people to survive past survival of the
Well,
fittest.
we don't know that. I mean, that's blindly speaking because dolphins are pretty fucking smart too.
Yeah, but like the welfare system alone helps people who are not survive or not fit enough to survive on their own. No other animal system has that. If you're not healthy enough, you die.
Well, even wolves, they let the fucking strongest in the back and the weakest in the
Yeah,
front.
fair.
You know what I mean?
But they work together, but like, and that's on a small scale though. We do it in like mass quantities.
Well, I feel like I read something about this a long time ago, and like the big thing that separates us from like every other animal is an opposable thumb, because we can grab things, and the ability to reason. You know what I mean? Like, you could stomp my ass in the ground physically, because you're way bigger than me. But, however, like, the ability to reason is like, hey, if you don't kill me, I can make you a pair of shoes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's like...
Can you make me a pair? Are you a cobbler?
I mean, I dip your foot in rubber and...
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I'm sure there's things like don't kill me, I'll fix your car. You know what I mean?
Fair.
You know what I mean? And even if it like came down to like the end of the world like scenario, it's like, don't kill me, I can grow food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be like the hunters were like the toughest guys in like the tribe, but now, and then it went to the point where it's like, no, this guy put some seeds in the ground, I would be like him more than me.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
like,
what
what if
God.
you work your entire life and you're this big badass hunter and you got like your choice of women to club and drive back to your like cave, and then some other dude is like, oh no, I just put some seeds in the ground and now we're good to go.
And then you
It's
have
like,
a capital, you know? And
Yeah.
then you hire the hunters to protect your ass,
then,
you know?
But then the only girls that guy's getting are vegetarians anyway, and you said like
Yeah,
you
right.
hate them, so like you can have
I
the
told you, you gotta
vegetarian
form a
girls.
gang. All right.
Yeah, I want the girl who wants red meat. Like I want to fuck with that girl.
Yeah, you
can
gotta
have the
form a
vegetarians.
gang to hate the things that you hate, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Even if they don't hate it.
That was probably the rise of vegetarians. They were like, oh, I like this guy better. It's like,
Isn't it like, so everyone has the ability to shred meat with their teeth, and it's just weird. I mean, the compassion thing, you know what I mean? It's like, even though this keeps me alive, I don't want to hurt it. But that thing can still hurt you.
Yeah.
A cow can fuck you up.
There's like no animal out there that won't like eat meat if given the opportunity. Like I've seen videos, like there's this Instagram account that I follow that's like, it's called Nature is Metal. And like
Cows? You think cows eat meat?
if they get the opportunity, like they'll eat it. Like there's like squirrels eating meat and they eat nuts. There's like all kinds of animals you wouldn't think normally would, like chickens eating a mouse.
No, I believe that.
But like there's all these animals you wouldn't think would ever eat.
Dinosaurs. Chickens are like baby velociraptors.
But like there's a lot of animals that'll actually eat meat that don't typically eat meat, and like that's a big thing in like the nature world. Like if given the opportunity, they're gonna take it. It's
And they'll even eat, how about this? They'll eat their own kind. If you were hungry enough, would you eat someone else? That's a fucking...
I mean, I don't know. Probably because I don't really like a lot of people. So for me, I could really disassociate myself, and I'd be like, "Yeah, that fucking guy sucked." Anyways,
I wonder what human tastes like. They say pork is very close.
yeah.
And
And it's
like,
interesting. Like, would you want to eat, like if you had to eat a human, would you want to eat like a man or a woman? I don't think I'd want to eat a dude.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sounds kind of gay. No offense, but like,
Yeah, but
I
like,
think I'd rather eat a chick.
I don't know. Like, it depends on like what the chick looked like and what the guy looked like.
Fair.
You know, like, I mean, very like obese, heavyset chick versus like athletic guy. I bet the meat probably is tougher, but I bet you it's more nutritious.
Yeah, but then that obese chick is gonna have that real tender meat.
Yeah, that's true.
Cannibalism.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Bet you it's a hell of a drug.
I bet you babies
I don't
taste
plan
the
to
best.
try it. Yeah, I bet you they're delicious. I love veal parmesan. Think about it, baby parmesan, like dude.
Well, I mean, it's what veal's like that,
Yeah, it's baby cows.
and no one looks. Well, there's
A lot of people hate it,
down,
but I'm
right?
very Italian, and I will definitely fuck up a baby cow to eat veal parmesan.
What's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
I had, well, I mean, I've had a lot of different types of sushi, but I've had like beaver bites wrapped in bacon. I don't know. I had a flounder once that was still moving while we ate it.
Okay, I've heard that like stuff like that. It's not moving because it's alive. It's moving.
It's just,
'cause
yeah, it's just the
firing
residual
off.
nerves. Yeah, I've had that. It was pretty cool. They like we picked out the flounder. This is when I was in Japan. And we picked out the flounder, and then they brought it like out. Like we picked it, and they like literally filleted it, and they cleaned it out. And the flounder
Was it alive when you picked it? When you
Yeah,
picked it?
it's like a one-sided fish.
Okay.
And they like filleted it, and then they like cleaned all the meat, and they served it inside the body. So it was like a hollowed-out shell, pretty much. But the spine was still there, and the head and tail were still there. They just filleted out the big circular piece, and they brought it back out. And while they brought it back out, it was still moving. But we were eating pieces of it, which is really weird. But then you get people who eat like live squid, live octopus. Like,
Yeah. How old were you when you were in Japan?
I was 18.
So that's pretty young to start experimenting with food like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, I was there for 2 weeks, and it was pretty cool. Like, I went to like the Tokyo Fish Market at like 5 a.m., which was like wild. Like, imagine like like in Temple of Doom, whenever like Indiana Jones is like going through like the market like with the little kid and shit, and it's just like rickshaws everywhere, like
Yeah,
mayhem,
tic-tacs and shit.
like the ground's wet, and like all this shit's going on. That's what the Tokyo Fish Market was like. It's just like absolute mayhem. And there's like literally, but all the rickshaws have like tanks of water on the back because there's live fish. And there's like octopus
on the back of the rickshaws.
Yeah, it's like like a scooter almost, but with like a tank of water on the back with live fish.
Is this like a rich part of town? Or like
no, this is like right by the water. Like this, it looks like if you were to take like 50 Walmarts and just gutted them and then just put in little stands all through it.
Really? So it's
yeah,
indoor?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like a really weird, it's like a whole different world in there. Then you go all the way towards the water and that's where the tuna come in. And the tuna are like the size of me. They're like these massive fish.
Really?
And that's with the head and tail cut off and the fins. And that's just the body.
What do you think they weigh?
And they gut them out. They weigh upwards of a couple 100 pounds.
Really?
They're huge fish.
No shit.
Yeah.
I don't, like, being ignorant, I've never really fucking seen a tuna.
Yeah.
I've always in a can.
Yeah, no, they're huge fish. And like they literally have like Toro is like the best kind of sushi you can get. That's the inner lining of the belly. It's like the fattiest area.
Okay.
So like the lighter tuna is like a red meat. But then on the belly it gets more. It's white. It's like lighter because that's where like the fat is. So the higher fat content, the better the Toro is. So like you can get Toro in some places here in Raleigh, but it's like usually it's kind of rare. And if you do get it, usually they'll like know the name of the captain who caught it.
Yeah.
They'll know the name of the boat. Yeah.
They know the name of the couch.
Yeah, so it's like you do that, and it's like they literally have guys whose their only job is they go to the fish market in the morning, and they buy tuna for like the best sushi restaurants in town. And like I'm pretty sure I've read somewhere that like the highest sold tuna ever went for like over $1 million for one fish.
I live it.
Like, and then they're gonna cut it up and sell it that day, and it's gonna get its return on investment from just that one day.
So, sushi there versus sushi here.
Oh, it's insanely better there because
Yeah.
like it's literally like Japan's only the size of California.
Even towards the inner city and shit.
Yeah, because I mean, you're not too far from the water anywhere you go.
Well, we're not too far from the water here.
Yeah, but are we getting a huge like fish trade where like all the fish that we're getting is like they have?
I think we actually have a pretty good fish market here, but I don't think it's the same kind of fish. Like mahi's big here.
Mahi's big, but it's only certain times of the year too. Like mahi, I think it's probably now. I think mahi's in season. It's a weird season.
Dolphin's big here.
Yeah, that's mahi. Mahi and dolphin are the same thing. Yeah.
What's the other one with the long snout?
Like swordfish.
Is it swordfish?
Swordfish is usually.
I've had some badass swordfish tacos.
Yeah. Swordfish could be good if they cook it correctly. I've had it poorly prepared. I had it in like Baltimore once. It was bad. But I'm a big tuna fan. Like I like getting like a big like juicy red tuna steak.
Yeah.
And like searing it rare and then just like destroying it. It's so
I had
fucking
salmon
good.
the other night, dude, and like there's a sweet spot in salmon. Like too juicy, you know what I mean? You get that watery taste. Too hard or too overcooked, it gets really tough.
Yeah.
And man, I nailed it, bro. Like I've wrapped it in foil, cooked it for like 15 minutes, opened the foil up, let it get that crisp top. Oh, dude, it's fire, dude.
I'm a big fan of pan searing, kind of like any fish, just like because it get it like almost like a little crunchy on the outside. And
Fish was a weird thing for me. I didn't like fish till later on in life.
I didn't like fish probably until like I was like 17.
Okay.
What
was your first experimental breakout in fish? Like 17?
Shrimp.
Shrimp. Okay.
Yes, yeah, shrimp. Was the first one. I was like, wait, I kind of like this. And then I kind of evolved into that.
Was it fried?
No.
Fried and American goes hand in hand.
Yeah, fried. I wasn't a huge fan of fried. I don't do any fried fish. The only thing I'll do fried is shrimp.
Yeah.
I don't like fried like fish sticks. I hate fish sticks. Those are fucking disgusting. I don't do like fried cod.
Really? Fish sticks? Like halibut fish sticks?
No, I don't like halibut. I don't like cod. Really? I don't like the white fish.
You don't like white fish at all?
I'll do tilapia, but like tilapia are kind of a weird fish anyways because like they're farm raised and they eat their own shit and they don't have bones.
Yeah.
They're not naturally occurring.
They don't have bones?
The way that they farm raise them anymore, I'm pretty sure they don't have bones in the
No
fillets.
shit,
Yeah,
so they're just all muscle.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's
like
natural.
cow and chicken, the freaking, the cousin. You remember that? The boneless chicken?
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I like all kinds of fish now, but I get tuna, salmon. Those are like my go-tos. Red snapper. I've had really good shark steaks before. My like dear old grandmother one time caught a shark while we were deep sea fishing, and it was like a 6-foot thrasher shark, and she reeled it in entirely on her own.
Jesus.
And it was like insane. Like it was one of those trips where you go on where you pay like $25 a person, you go out for like 4 hours in a big boat with a bunch of people, and you just drop your lines in the water and hope for whatever. And we were like literally like reeling our lines in to go back to shore. The trip was over, and while she was reeling, a shark swam by, and their hook just happened to go over its shoulder and
caught it
and hooked into here. She couldn't even see it. We didn't know what she had, and she fought it for like a solid 2 hours herself. It was an old lady, dude. And like
you gotta give it that.
And we finally get
it.
Yeah, we finally get it in, and like. Everybody on the boat's going nuts, even like the deckhands. Like he went to go hit it. When you catch a shark, you hit it in the head with a hammer, and he like goes to hit it and miss and put a hole in the deck because he was like so excited. It was fucking hilarious.
The boat starts sinking.
Yeah,
the shark's like, "You're in my territory now."
And then we had like shark steaks for dinner that night. It was a thrasher shark. It was
pretty cool. Shark?
I don't know, because you could do like it's everything, like the torso and stuff, like the body of a fish is all kind of, they're all sort of built the same, I guess. They have like the steaks all come from the side, like that's what the tuna.
Is whale a thing to eat? People eat whale?
In Japan, I think they do, but like not normally. It's like the whale trade is like pretty frowned upon now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I remember them catching sharks for their fins, and that was like a big fucking thing.
Yeah, for shark fin soup.
Yeah, and that was like a big controversy thing.
Yeah.
Back in the day. But you know, the fucked up thing is like, sharks don't think about that when they eat you.
No,
You know what
sharks
I mean?
don't really eat people.
What was that? The freaking boat that sank over there in Hawaii, and like the whole crew got like eaten up by sharks.
I mean, they're gonna eat people if
Like,
given the opportunity.
Of course, but like, you know, that's another thing. Like, I go in the ocean, like I'm cool with that. But like, we get like a couple miles off the coast, I don't fucking jump in the water.
It gets a little scary.
It's like absolutely not.
I did the furthest I did was like 9 miles.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like 9 miles off the coast, and I was snorkeling. I wasn't scuba diving, which is kind of weird because like I feel like you're very like unaware of your surroundings when you're snorkeling because you can only look so far,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in a certain direction before you're like underwater.
It's not like walking where you have a full range of motion.
Yeah, and it was like windy that day, and the water was really choppy. So I was like constantly felt like I was drowning because I kept going water into my snorkel. There were sharks. I like swam with the sharks that were there. We saw a bunch of them, but I'm like 9 miles off, and there's fish everywhere. There's sharks, saw octopus, like all kinds of cool shit, but like kind of hairy. Like I could have easily gotten bitten by a shark.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it was still pretty cool. I swam with sharks like twice now. I'd really like to do like
The cage shit.
I'd rather do a free dive with like a big,
Really?
like a big one. I definitely want to do like a free swim with whale shark. It's like one of my like bucket list items.
shit.
Yeah, because they're so cool. They're the biggest fish in the world.
Yeah.
And then I think like I've seen I can't remember what is it, big blue, whatever that giant great white is. Like the biggest one they've ever videotaped. Like people swim with that one like alongside it. Because like when they're up at the top of the water and they're just like casually going around, they're not you don't have to worry about them as much. It's when they're below you, because that's how great whites hunt, is they come up.
Yeah.
And they like shoot up through the water and they take you out, because they hunt mainly seals.
Yeah.
So they go like, they blast through the water and catch you from underneath, not normally like at like same level.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really cool to swim with like that, like one of those giant great whites, like free swim. I think it'd be pretty dope.
Would you rather be stuck out in the middle of the ocean or stuck in the middle of a desert? They're both technically deserts, I guess.
I guess I'd probably go ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because desert, like, am I on like a float or am I?
Arguably, you have a flotation device, but it's not a boat.
Okay.
You're dangling.
Yeah, I'd probably go with, because I mean, you have a chance of dying quicker. In the desert, you're just fucked. Like you're just gonna die slowly.
Yeah.
And the sunburn's gonna be even worse.
I think sharks hit you. They rip off a limb and they come back and rip off another limb.
Okay, so I'll die in like 20 minutes rather than like slowly drown.
Well, Jesus
or like
made
not
it
drown.
40 days. I mean, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, Jesus was the Jew, the number one Jew. Who's the best Jew? I'm so mad at the Jews for killing him, man. That was real shit.
I don't know if I was Jesus and they're nailing me to the cross. I'd be like, do you know who my dad is? Do you?
He didn't. You know, the last words he said were, why, he asked this guy, he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Like, he yelled at his own dad. He's like, dude, why'd you make me do this?
Yeah, well, I think he didn't die from being hung on the cross. They stabbed him.
Yeah, they stabbed him with a
or some
spear.
shit.
And then apparently water came out, which is, I think is a load of baloney. But then again, I'm also an atheist, so I don't believe
well, I
in
mean,
any of that stuff.
religion to me is all bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
It's how you it's how people understand or like make things understandable that they can't understand. And plus, people are so remarkably scared of dying that they don't want to believe that there's nothing after they die. And like, hate to break it to you, whenever you die, the synapses in your brain stop firing. Nothing happens. Like, you're not going to go anywhere. Like it's a great idea, but
well, you have energy in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And energy has to go somewhere.
It's gonna go. It's gonna go into a fungus, and it's gonna be recycled by other animals.
Oh, maybe coronavirus is actually someone that died. He's like, you know what? Fuck.
Reincarnation into coronavirus. It's probably fucking Hitler, dude. That dude is such an asshole.
Dude, I mean, alright. So, I'm gonna get hated for this one. Hitler was an asshole to everyone because he was a face to be an asshole. There are people way worse than Hitler that we'll never know the names of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a dude in Africa that slaughters people. You know what I mean? And
like Tony.
Yeah, and like he's killed way more people than Hitler, but like Hitler's still that iconic person. They're like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Genghis Khan killed enough people that it like lowered the global temperature during his like military campaigns.
Really?
Yeah, they have like the amount of
people were breeding.
Yeah, and the amount of people that are descendants from Genghis Khan.
It's like 1% or
it's
something.
It's insane.
Like that.
Yeah, you're like, dude, fucked everybody. Like,
why not? If you're killing everyone, might as well.
I know, but eventually you're gonna start running blanks. Like, you can only jerk off so many times a day before nothing comes out anymore.
True.
The dude was just fertile.
Yeah. Well, all right, for real, if you're gonna do some shit like that, I bet your testosterone levels are like through the roof.
Oh yeah, he was probably like. I mean, but think about it. Think about like Genghis Khan, like a little like Mongolian man, and he's like a brutal warrior.
How tall do you figure he is?
But he was probably like 5'4". like
You see you like,
if Genghis Khan like came around today, and be like that guy took over like half the fucking world, like that little guy.
So for what this is worth, like so where I fight jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, there's a couple girls in there that weigh 100 pounds that would wrap you up before you even knew. Even if you think you could hit them, like. If you missed and they got your arm and they broke your arm, you're one arm down. You know what I mean?
Okay, my only chance in any fight I'm ever going to be in is I have to connect with that first hit because I'm going to put everything I have in that one. And I'm probably going to be out of breath after I hit that one time. And I'm going to be struggling already. Like, you could literally just beat the shit out of me. Like, anybody could.
I will try to walk away from every fight or run away if I have to. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to be hurt. You know what I mean?
I'm fair.
But, like, if you put me in a position to hurt you, like, I am going for blood.
Yeah.
Like, I'm, like, this is it. You're threatening my survival. And, like, it's just nuts to me, you know what I mean?
I just don't like fighting anymore because, like, last time I got in a fight, I got beat up. And it was just, like... I mean, it was against 4 dudes, but, like...
You're also 6'4", so...
Yeah, but I was, like, these dudes, like, I was really... It was right after Bruglu, and I was, like...
Oh, I do remember this.
Yeah, remember I was with these 2 girls, and, like, I thought...
You were wearing sandals.
I was wearing sandals and, like, a button-up and, like, shorts, like, khaki shorts. Like, I was, like a white middle-aged dad. And, like, I thought these dudes almost hit these girls I was with. Apparently, they were nowhere near them. And I yelled at them to watch where the fuck they're going. And they yelled at me, and I yelled at them. I was like, do something about it. And then, like, they did.
They did.
And all 4 of them got out of the car. And, like, at that point, I'm like, oh, I started this. Yeah. I'm not going to run away. So, like, I charged at them, and, like, they were really quick and, like, really athletic. Like, I want to say they were, like, high school seniors or something. Yeah. And, like, one grabbed one arm, one grabbed the other. One went for the body and one went for the face. And they just hammered me for, like, 10 seconds before somebody, like, dragged us all apart. And then I kept going. I never hit the ground. I kept going. I was trying to get back at them. But people were like, dude, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, no, like, my eye was swelling shut at that point. Like, I was fucked up, dude. And I was like, no, I'm not giving up. I don't want to say I lost. But I definitely didn't even get a punch in because my arms were being held. So I definitely lost.
You definitely lost.
But it was 4 on 1, and I stayed on my feet. So, like, I'll take it. But, like, I'm not ashamed to say, like, I got my ass beat.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's a very humbling thing, losing fights.
Yeah.
I've lost enough. I went to Muay Thai today, and there's a dude in there that has legs the size of tree trunks. And so I guarded my stomach when he did, like, a push kick, and he kicked me. I stepped back 4 feet. And then, like, a thing in my head kind of clicked there. I was like, if he really kicked me in the stomach, my shoulders would touch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh.
And I don't feel like I'm the most badass motherfucker, but I feel like I can protect myself. Like, I'm not scared to walk alone, but I don't go looking for trouble at the same time.
It always cracks me up. Like, I'm one of those people who, like, I'll walk downtown, like, at nighttime with my headphones in, like, listening to music. Like, people are like, oh, I get so scared when, like, I'm downtown by myself. I was like, first off, I'm a pretty big dude, so if you come at me, I probably did something wrong. Nobody ever sees me like, I want to fight that guy. Yeah. So, like, I don't usually have that problem, but then every once in a while, you do get the people with, like, little man syndrome who, like, when they're drunk, they're like, I want to fuck that dude up. I was like, oh, bro, come on, man.
Dude, there's this kid at the bar this past weekend. I bet you he weighed 130 pounds, 140 pounds. He was, like, 6 foot tall, dude. Skinny as fuck. And there was literally fucking the guy from Aquaman, what was it, Jason Momoa? Mm-hmm. All tatted up, ripped as fuck. And he wanted to fight him, and his buddy was pulling him off. And I was like, I was fucking Switzerland on this. Yeah. I was like, whatever. Like, this is gonna be interesting. I was like, you're gonna lose. There's no way you're gonna win this. Absolutely no way. And he's just running his mouth. I'm like, bro. I was like, I bet you 5 shots ago you'd never say that shit. Like, and the big dude was cool. He's like, dude, just chill. People try to fight my bouncers all the time, and it's like, bro, come on, look at that dude.
Yeah.
Look at him. Like, obviously, like, what are you going to do?
And when I was a bouncer, like, for us, like, it's not the strength of the one bouncer. It's the fact that all I have to do is raise my hand and go like this, and there's going to be 5 other dudes who I don't even have to touch you. Big. Yeah, it's like, you're going to get fucked up. Like, I promise you, if you ever fight with a bouncer, you're going to lose.
And the fucked up thing is, bouncers normally are sober. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And most of them are fucking super cool dudes. Most of them. There is a couple that get hot heads and get off over fighting. But, like, all the bouncers I work with, they're fucking super cool. And, like, they'll ask you to leave. But I got one dude, man, I mean, you don't hit him. Like, yeah. He loves it. He's like, hit me. I dare you. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to hurt you. He's like, but you have to leave. But if you just, like, and, like, even, like, I've, like, envisioned it in my head. Like, if I hit him as hard as I could, he'd just, like twitch his head and just
like
look at me.
Just like a truck, dude.
And it's like, bro. Like, I don't know. Some people are just corn-fed like that.
I just like I've been like when I was a bouncer before, like I've gotten in fights before where like if a fight breaks out, I like to go for the biggest dude. But like I'm not a fan. Like I'm not going to fight you. I'm gonna go up behind you. I'm gonna throw my arm around your neck. And I'm gonna take you to the ground and choke you out in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, the choke is so people are like, I'll break your arm, I'll do this, but the choke is like the best because like once you're unconscious, that's it.
Yeah.
You know
and if you just like you get your arm locked in there under their neck and squeeze really hard, they'll go out like that.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't take long at all.
There's one dude there's a dude that I roll with over at Gracie. His name's Julian. I bet you this dude's a million pounds and 10,000 feet. He's realistically probably about 280, 290. He's a bodybuilder and a power lifter, and he rolls jiu-jitsu. And his traps are so big. And I've tried to like doing drills and stuff, tried to like rear naked choke him, like come up behind him, put my arm in his throat, and his traps are so big.
You can't get it.
I can't even get around him. It's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, and I'm 6 foot tall. I bet you I have like at least a 3 foot arms reach. I can't even touch my body, dude. And like, it's moments like that I should probably plant seeds instead of try to fight a hunter gatherer.
Yeah, but you can outrun that dude.
No, I don't think so.
No?
He doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Oh yeah. I quit smoking, but I just
He's like the wolf in the situation. He just waits till I get tired.
He's the hyena, dude. He's that hyena that's jacked with the chain around his neck.
It's weird that you say like when you like. So I guess like people are kind of like pack animals too, but like a lot of things like monkeys are so close to us, it's ridiculous, and like they pack hunt too, and they're what's it called when you eat meat and
Omnivorous.
carnivorous, right?
Omnivorous. When you eat both.
Omnivorous? No.
Omnivorous is both carnivorous or a herbivore.
I thought omnivorous is when you eat things alive.
No, it's both things. Omnivorous is when you eat meat and like vegetables. We're omnivorous.
Okay, so and like it's crazy because they'll like grab these freaking other monkeys, and just eat them.
Yeah.
Rip off. They're unreasonably strong. Like the 3 foot tall chimp is stronger than the average man.
Yeah, a full grown orangutan. Or no, I think it's a baby orangutan has enough arm strength to rip off a full grown man's arm, like from the socket, rip it off.
Yeah, I
Like
believe
they're
it.
crazy strong.
Maybe
and like
not
they have those little feet, like their legs are tiny.
Yeah, they have freaking hands for feet.
Yeah, but their arms are just huge on orangutans.
Could you imagine how much more like how easy life would be if you had like an extra pair of hands on your feet?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because what would I do with them? I wear shoes.
I don't know. Like maybe like you stand on one leg, you grab a bottle over here, you grab 2 more bottles
How
here.
often are you barefoot? What do you need 3 bottles for?
Pouring drinks.
You're not going to be barefoot behind a bar, though.
Maybe. I mean, if my feet were... dude, there's a guy. There's a YouTube video about him taking a machete, cutting the calluses off his feet, feeding it to his dog. And it's like, dude, that guy could step on a nail.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember, like, that time the beer garden, like, overflowed with shit?
Oh!
And we were, like, bartending in, like, 2 feet of water. And it was just... And they didn't
like,
want...
it's fine,
and they didn't want to close. And then, like, somebody called, like, the health board, and they shut them down for the entire
the boat
weekend.
was sinking.
They were like, no, we can stay
like
open
the Titanic.
in 2 feet of water, like shit water, like from the sewers. And they were like, no, we can stay open. I was like, no, you can't.
I've learned, like, there are things I won't do as a bartender now. Like, before I'd be like, yeah, I'll do anything for the company. You know what I mean? I just want to move up. But, like, now it's just like, yeah, someone, like, shit on the floor. I'm like, yeah, well, that sucks. I don't know what you want me to do.
I'm not going to clean up
You
the
want
shit.
me to pour drinks?
That's what we have bar backs for, and we have, like, everybody else can do that. I'm not going to do that.
Absolutely not.
There's no need for me to, like, clean up another human shit. I have done that, but that was in my bed. It was different. Thought it was chocolate at first, and we checked. I was like, I don't know why I had to smell the brown thing on my bed. Like, she looked at it, and she was like, what is that? And I was like, well, we just did anal. It was probably poop.
You know, the crazy thing about poop is everyone's so disgusted by it, but everyone poops.
I just got a bidet, dude.
Yeah, you're talking about that.
I tell you what, that thing, it's aggressive, but it's better than a cup of coffee in the morning. It's a cold jet, and somehow it's just like, I guess everybody poops in, like, they sit on the...
Where is it? Is it in your toilet?
Yeah, so, like, it attaches, like, you have to take the toilet seat off, and it, like, literally screws in with the toilet.
So it shoots from the back.
Yeah, and there's, like, a little switch, you can aim it, and, like, this morning I aimed it, and it hit my butthole, and then I was like, what happens if I move it? And then it, like, the jet's pretty powerful, doesn't feel great on your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just really pierces.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I regret that decision. But, like, literally, like, it's so powerful.
Almost an enema.
Like, if I take...
forced enema.
Yeah, if I take it, like, if I move this... Like, if I'm not sitting on it and, like, turn it all the way up, like, it'll hit my ceiling. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty powerful little jet of water, yeah.
That's a good fucking prank. You're like, hey, check this out.
Yeah, and it, like, shoots out. We installed it last night. It's a pretty cool little handy thing.
You know, it's crazy that we haven't adopted the bidet more.
I know.
You know what I mean? As Americans. Like, that's a big thing over in Europe.
It just leaves you feeling really fresh and clean.
Well, the other thing is, how much water is too much water when you go to pull your, like, boxes up, you know what I mean? And then they're soaked.
I mean, you dry yourself.
Why would you do that? You gotta stay moist.
I don't like a moist butthole, I don't think. Try to avoid that at all costs.
I mean, if it hits you right in the center of the butthole, maybe you'll squirt some water out. But, like...
It doesn't penetrate. It's at like an angle, so it like hits at an angle, so it's not going directly in. I guess you could if you like sat on the toilet like that, but like I don't sit on the toilet like that. I don't like hold my.
I like to
knees.
do the reverse cowgirl on it. You know, like right.
I bet you could probably get penetration if you sat.
Well,
like
the cool thing is then you can put your phone on top of the fucking back of it.
Yeah.
And then like do your thing. My new thing to do in bathrooms, right, is I look for things that people would do cocaine off of, and I pee on them.
Nice.
And I think it's hilarious to me because like it's like ha ha ha. Pee on this, pee on, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I bet you someone's gonna smell my urine.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I know.
I have a group of friends in Pittsburgh who we're in a Snapchat group, and everywhere they go, they piss all over bathrooms, and it's pretty funny.
Them, dude. Well, so like, dude, the upstairs is the bar I work now. I don't know what goes on with people's fucking heads, but like, the fucking toilet seat's been broken. The sink's been ripped
They're
off
unisex
the wall.
bathrooms, though, both of them, right?
Both of them.
And that's the thing. It's not dudes. It's usually women.
Girls are so much
bathrooms.
worse. Dude, so I got a good story. I was at Beer Garden one night and closing down, and I had like that, like, oh, I have to shit now. So I like ran in the boys' bathroom. It's destroyed, right? I ran in the girls' bathroom right after, and I just stopped, and like in awe. The door was ripped off. There's shit on the floor. The toilet seat was ripped off. I'm like, what the
They take the toilet
fuck?
dispensers off the walls and shit. I'm like, what are you doing
What
here?
happened in here? And no wonder girls go to the bathroom in like couples and groups, you know? They're like, we have to fight for the toilet.
Yeah, like literally fight. Like, did you take that toilet seat off and hit somebody?
Right?
Like, what
why
the
did you
fuck was
poop on
the
the floor?
Like, I don't even know the savagery that goes on in girls' bathrooms. It's got to be insane.
But at the same time, drunk enough, I'd probably like think, I pooped on the floor. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like, you're sitting in the stall next to me like, hey, Bronze, look down.
I've definitely like pissed on a buddy's shoes before while pissing in your own next to him just to fuck with them.
Well, with that being said, if we put the bidets in the average bar bathroom, what's the fuckery with that?
I wouldn't use a bidet in a public place.
And like China, they have them. They have customized.
Every hotel in
Japan
has one.
Respect the bathroom.
It's a sacred place.
It's like you
Because
don't go to churches, pray, and kick the altar over.
There's a lot of people like won't poop in like public places, and I'm like, no, I'll definitely go. Like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go wherever I'm at.
Worst place you poop?
I mean, the woods.
The woods is worse than a public bathroom.
Well, I mean, like, okay, so any gas station bathroom, obviously.
I've been to some bad ones, dude, where it's like you might be fucking better off shitting your pants than shitting in there.
And I have a really majestic like pooping spot at my apartment because like the way my apartment is like right on the edge of downtown and it's on a hill and I'm on the 5th floor and like literally when you sit on my toilet there's a giant window right in front of you, so when you're standing it's about like this height on you, but like when you're sitting you just see for miles. So like my morning shit is like amazing, and I had the bidet, so it's a delightful experience.
Yeah,
because I can see for miles. I'm looking out the window. It's a great start to my morning.
Yeah,
it's great.
I'm with it, dude. Like I either do one or two. Like it's either I sit there on my phone and dick around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or I power poop.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, gotta get back to work, you know.
Yeah. And see, I'm working a desk job, so I spend a lot of time in the bathrooms.
So like fucked up thing, right? Like, so like we have sinks in the bathroom, but like last time I went in there. Like, all these guys were, like, congregating around the sink, so I just ran behind, like, the fucking service station, washed my hands, right? This motherfucker like, you didn't wash your hands when you left the bathroom. I was just like, motherfucker, fuck you, dude. I was like, fuck you talking about Florida Tech? I was like, this is a better sink anyways. This actually has real hand soap and towels. You know, he's like, that's disgusting. I'm like, yo, fuck you, dude. I was like, you touched the same door I touched going out. You know what I mean? Like, no way around.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hate when you go to, like, I hate those, like, air things. That dry your hands like that. I don't, like, give me some paper towels. Those air things are fucking, they're breeding grounds for bacteria.
It was like, I don't understand, like, why we segregate bathrooms so much, you know what I mean? Like, especially when they lock the door. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. You go into any gay bar, like, or a club, they don't, it's, you know what I mean? I was at fucking Flex last week, and I'm fucking taking a piss, and Megan's, like, talking shit to me while I'm pissing. And I'm like, dude, there's like, you know, I piss outside all the time, people are around. And it's just like, I don't understand where we went wrong with that. You know.
Well, I think one of the big things is like I went to a bar one time and it was like after they passed like House Bill number 1 or whatever it was, it like the bathroom law in North Carolina.
You have to go in the bathroom that you identify, or no,
that
it was on
you were born as or whatever. Yeah, and like I went to one of the bars and it just said the signs on the outside just said it doesn't matter, and like I had to go into 2 bathrooms because I went into the old women's room first and I didn't want to like pee on a toilet seat because I don't want to touch a toilet seat. I'd feel bad peeing on the toilet seat. I want to piss in a urinal.
Yeah,
but which bathroom is the urinals? That's all I really care about.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to know which bathroom I can go in to take a piss. But at the same time,
the trough is where it's at.
but could you imagine like being like a girl and like there's some creepy dudes out there at the bars, and if you're in there pissing, like imagine what they could run into if there's a dude next to them.
Yeah, true.
You know?
True.
That'd be pretty fucking creepy. Like I hear stories about like these Uber drivers who are like fucking really creepy with girls, and like I've seen like dudes do a lot of creepy shit.
Bro, I was at the bar the other day and there's this fucking drunk old guy smelling this chick. And then her boyfriend sat between. He was super cool, dude. Because if anyone smelled my girl, like, I don't care how old you are, I would slam you on the fucking ground and be like, yeah, you want to make some shit out? Like, this is like, you know how I tell you I run away from fights? There's certain things I will defend with honor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool unless you touch me. Like, you know what I mean? But don't fuck with my, like, especially, I have a lot of female friends that work in a bar, you know what I mean? Like, if anyone ever fucked with them, you know what I mean? You want to see a different side of me? Like, I ain't scared of jail. And I promise you, like, if I tell you people in jail why I'm in jail, they probably have my back.
That's justified at that point.
Yeah.
Like it's expected. Like I would do the same thing. You got to stand up for the girls around you. I mean, the girls and the guys, but the girls especially, because like dudes are fucking creepy. And like I was in a bar in New York City one time, and this is years ago. I was still in college, and we had gone up for the weekend, and it was like we were Steelers fans. I went to school in Pittsburgh, and I was with a bunch of Steelers fans, and it was the weekend after we had beat the Jets in the AFC playoff. And this girl I was with, there was like 12 of us, and we're at this bar, and this girl I was with was wearing a Steelers jersey. And I was like 10 feet away, and I just hear her say, "Are you really going to spit in my face?" And I turned around, and this Jets fan had spit in her face because she was wearing a Steelers jersey. And I literally just slammed my beer down and like charged across the bar and turned this dude around and just and headbutted him 3 times.
Yeah.
His nose broke, there was blood everywhere, and then I grabbed him by the neck and was holding him against the wall. And like this giant fucking massive bouncer came over and like split us up, and that's what was going on. And I told him, and he threw that dude out of the bar and let me stay. But like that was justified. And then I worked with her at a bar, and like when we got home, she like her dad like bought me a beer. He was like, "Thank you for like defending my daughter." And I was like, "You don't have to thank me. Like that's what I was gonna do. I would do it regardless. You know, like it's
some
unjustified
guys
shit."
I don't understand it. But girls can be creepy too, you know.
Yeah, fair.
Flop side of that is like I said, there's a couple girls in my class that like, bro, I would really hate to be the one that pissed them off. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like wrap you up so fast and you wouldn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Could you imagine, like, bad pickup line on a girl and she turns around and actually has a good hook and, like, drops you? How bad would you, like how embarrassing would that be? It's like, I don't know. I said, "Hey, bitch, nice shoes, want to fuck?" And she just dropped me. Like,
yeah.
Like,
well, and, like, if you say shit like that, you probably deserve it. But, I mean, that's kind of funny, too.
Yeah.
Like, I've definitely had girls, like I've seen, like, aggressive girls. I was, like, talking to a friend one time, like at a bar, and we were like talking. I had like my arm around this girl's like back, and she had her arm around like my lower back. And while I'm having a conversation with this dude, she like reached in the back of my pants and fingered my butthole. And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?
What is going on?" Like,
and I told her, I was like, "Yo, I don't play that way." And I pulled her hand out, like, "Yo, dude, like, you want to wash your hands?"
Like stuck it in your mouth.
Yeah, I was like, "Go wash your hands." Like, that's fucking gross. Don't touch my butthole. But like, that was uncalled for.
People are weird, dude. We live in an age. I've seen this meme a million times where people will lick each other's buttholes but won't use the same fork as someone else.
I mean, I'll do both.
Yeah.
I'll
use a fork.
I'll gladly do both. Yeah, I mean, why not? But I mean, that's.
And people are like so afraid of their fetishes, like nowadays. You know what I mean? Like you're into what you're into. You know what I mean? I'm all for whatever, as long as it doesn't involve like animals or dead bodies.
Animals, blood.
Well, a little bit of blood.
If it's,
someone bites you hard enough.
I mean, if it's like period sex, that's whatever.
If you swim in the Red River, but don't drink from it.
On accident once.
Whoa!
Didn't know. That was one of the worst days of my life.
It's like, wow, it tastes like pennies.
Yeah, I was down there and it was dark, and then like didn't know it was coming, and then like I like pulled up and I looked and I was like, "Yo," I was like, "What's going on down here?" And she was like, in my head, this is how fucked up I am. I'm in my head thinking, "Please be poop, please be poop," and like, because like I had this like irrational fear of like periods, because like. So in college, I fucked this girl one time while she was on her period, and I was wearing a white shirt, and I went back to the party drunk, and there was blood all over my shirt, and I didn't know, and it traumatized me. So I've had like this trauma of like periods for like a long time, and like this happened, and like I immediately ran to the bathroom and started throwing up. Like I freaked out. She's crying in bed, and like she like cleans up and like comes back out, and like I'm sitting there like shivering on my side, curled up into a ball.
First time I had sex with my sister.
But yeah. So I'm like scared, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. She's crying. She's like, "Is this gonna ruin us? Were you ever gonna talk to me again?" And I was like, and she like tried to touch me. I was like, "Don't touch me!" Like I feel like I was just raped or something.
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't touch me!" I was like,
shower for an hour.
I was upset. I was hurt. Like it wasn't her fault, like at all. I wasn't mad at her. I was just like, I didn't know it was coming, and it like traumatized me again. And like, yeah, so that happened once. Like, I've seen a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty like adventurous person, so like I've seen a lot of things.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit's happened, and I'm just kind of like, now I can just laugh everything off because like I've seen enough.
After 3 years in a bar, like nothing phases you.
No.
But like, here's the fucked up thing. Like, periods don't bother me. Tampons don't bother me. But like, when you like, if someone were to like actively like try to wipe their period blood, that's like, you know what I mean?
How would
like,
you do that,
bro? Dude, there are some fucking crazy fucking
That's
people
fucking
out there.
gross. You're a real asshole if you do something like that. I mean, even just like anything. That'd be like a dude like wiping his shit on you.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Oh, dude.
I don't want any of your bodily fluids on me unless I ask for them, I guess. You know, like if it's a girl, like there's some, but like not like I don't want your poop or your blood. Like I don't fuck with things that involve poop. I don't fuck with things that involve blood. That's and animals.
All right, check this shit out. I was in a boarding school for a little bit, like a little over like a week. And this guy had like reached down his pants and like rubbed his taint, was chasing everyone around and like the bunk beds, right? And he ran up to this one dude, and he didn't even the dude stood just straight tall. He's like, if you touch me with that, I will fuck you up. And dude slapped him in the face, and bro, dude went straight like Planet of the Apes style on him, just fucking like. Went. And I don't think the guy thought he was serious, but he was serious.
He was 100% serious.
So like. He, like, I give it to him for standing his ground. Like, that might have been the most disgusting thing that ever touched his face. But I bet you that dude never rubbed his taint again and tried to rub it on people.
Fuck no, dude. That's fucking gross. Why would you? That's like a form of sexual assault.
Yeah. No, like, definitely. And it's funny when it's your friends. You know what I mean? Like, when you're like, ha, I'm in a urinal, I'll piss on your foot. Like, blah, blah. Yeah, that's humorous. But some random guy pissed on your foot, it's like, oh.
I'd be pissed.
Like, especially if you're wearing sandals. Could you imagine how pissed you would be? I'd lose it.
Yeah, and what's the retaliation? Retaliation is like, literally, I'm going to beat you down and I'm going to piss on you.
I'm going to shit in your mouth at this point. Like.
I did that once. Well, I didn't do that
once.
Oh, yeah? Wow. I was at a restaurant once, and the service, so they were like really fucking mean to us, and I was like, you know what, I got to shit. So I shit in the urinal. And I just felt like it was hilarious, and we had to leave immediately afterwards because they were gonna know it was me. Yeah, because they were just treating us like shit. We were at like Lake Norman or something like that, at like one of those like ritzy like lake restaurants. It's like everything's overly expensive for like the same shit you can get anywhere else for half the price. And they were just like really rude staff, and I was like, this place just fucking sucks. And that was my retaliation. I was remarkably drunk too, so it didn't really matter.
Did they suck, or were you just remarkably drunk?
Yeah, probably both. I mean, I'm aware of good and bad service. I was in the service industry for a long time.
It's weird, like, how crazy bodily fluids will fucking drive someone nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then we were just talking about eating people. Like, that's all about bodily fluids.
But yeah, it's true. But like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone pees, but don't pee on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, oh, I get it. Especially when you just like eat asparagus or some shit. And you're like, wow. Or like when you fart, people are like, you know, Eddie Murphy said, is it Eddie Murphy? It's like, people want to smell farts. Like, oh, I farted, it smells horrible. It's like, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, everyone
I just like
farts.
that, like, if you have a stinky fart, you just say, do you smell popcorn? And then everybody inhales, they want to smell popcorn, then it's fart, it's like the
That's
best
horrible!
thing. That's my buddies the other day.
That's fucking dark arts, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but some people are into, like, all those things as well, like, sexually, too. Like, some guys, like,
Asian
people like to get
porn.
peed on,
Bro.
farted on, pooped on. Like,
Where does the fetish start and the insult? You know what I mean?
So, one of the worst things, like I said, I've seen a lot of things. I had a girl fart in my mouth once on accident, like directly in.
Yeah, like it happened.
And like I was just down there doing my thing, and she farted, and on accident, we were drunk, and my cheeks like inflated like a chipmunk, like they blew up.
Shut the fuck up.
And like I didn't say anything, like because I didn't say anything, and then like afterwards I was like, so just to set the record straight, like, did you fart in my mouth? And she goes, but did you like it? And I was like, fuck, that was the best reply you could have had. Like, I don't know now. I had to reevaluate my life because that was, like, a great reply. You could have, like, she could have said sorry, but no, she's like, but did you like it? And I was like, ew, no, but maybe.
What do you think she was thinking? She's like, yeah. She's like, well, here goes a wild card.
Like, I don't think, she didn't do it on purpose. It was definitely on accident. So, like, I definitely shouldn't have said anything, but, like, I was still kind of like, yo, like, you did that. But like, I should have just like let it go. Like,
dude, farts are funny.
If she does something, if the girl does something embarrassing during sex, you shouldn't bring it up to them. But like,
yeah, maybe.
But I did, and I was just like, kind of like, because it was a full on in my mouth, and that's never happened to me before. And like, because you know how like some girls like when they queef, they're like, oh my god, that wasn't a fart. I'm like, yeah, no, I know it wasn't.
But it's like whatever, like shit happens.
Who cares? But like, that was an aggressive like.
You think that's bad? Watch this. That was a fart. And then you grab the blankets and you just Dutch
ruin,
oven.
you just ruin them for the rest of their lives, just traumatized.
Dude, I get the worst farts because I drink a lot of protein, right?
Yeah, so do I. I do a lot of pre-workout, and I do like the muscle milk after the gym.
Okay, yeah, and it makes it, dude, it's like death when I fart sometimes. And like my favorite thing to do is like when I'm like working the bar, like I'll lean over and be talking to somebody, and I'll like walk over to where someone else is working, and I'll fart, and I'll walk back to like my side of the bar, and then I'll just watch everyone's face. And I'm like, oh, that sucks for all of you. Like, now you think that bartender farted, you know, and then the bartender thinks you farted, and like now it's.
Man, farts are so classic funny, dude. They need to bring those back in like movies. Like now the movies are like wittier, but like I just want to watch a movie that's
dude,
like that's funnier with farts again, dude. Like the fart in Step Brothers.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. That was like the last time like anybody like I feel like I've seen a funny fart in a movie. Like nobody just does it.
I don't
anymore.
care what anyone says. I think fucking Will Ferrell is fucking.
I think he's hilarious. I love everything he does.
I love his humor because like. It just hits home with me so hardcore. Like
Step Brothers was great. Anchorman was amazing.
Oh God, yeah. Elf, even Elf is classic.
Elf is great.
It was, dude. For like the whole month of December when I'd answer the phone at work, I'd be like, "Thanks for calling Tin Roof. This is Joe. What's your favorite color?" And dude, you'd be surprised how many people would answer it, dude.
You know, that's one of my things is like whenever so I've been compared to Vince Vaughn a lot.
Okay.
I get that comparison a lot, but like I do like. One of my favorite ways to like hit on girls, like one of my initial moves, is like I'll go up to them and I'll be like, "Hey, what's your favorite dinosaur?" And they're like,
that's a good one.
They like, don't know what to say, and they'll say something. I'm like, "That's cool. Mine's a T-Rex, but it's nice meeting you," and I'll just walk away. But like we'll be at a bar, and then like later I'll like casually be by them getting a drink, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's that dinosaur guy." So I said something weird. I'm different a little bit. I'm kind of funny in a way, and I'm not thirsty because I walked away. So all of a sudden I'm not a threat anymore. I'm kind of funny, and I'm different. So like it's automatically like an in. I'm like, "Oh, let me buy you a drink," and the next thing you know, we're talking, and then
dude, service industry has tainted me so much about girls because I just don't care about girls anymore. It's just weird. Like, not to say that like I'm asexual or anything. It's just like I see so many girls in a night, and I get hit on just enough that it's just like.
Oh, when you're bartending, it was stupid. It's like you get hit on like crazy.
And then it's just like, you know, like I'll be 100% honest. Like I don't care. I'm going home after this. I'm going to go to sleep because I have to be back here tomorrow to deal with your friends that are going to be drunk.
Yeah.
You're probably going to leave your debit card and you're going to be mad at me for some shit.
Yeah. And like they, I think they initially, a lot of time they'll hit on you because like they want free drinks. So it's like, I'm not going to give them
Oh, God, no. Absolutely. I've bought more dudes drinks than I've bought girls.
Yeah, because like I know that if I give the dude free drinks, he's going to tip me way better.
Oh, God,
But if I give the girl free drinks, she's not going to pay for any drinks anyways. Like that's like the one she would have paid for before she gets some poor sap to pay for him for her.
Oh, God, yeah.
But like, it's like, I'm not going to give you free drinks. I get no benefit from that. I give the dude free drinks. I know I'm going to get paid back for it. I'm going to get a bigger
I'll
tip.
talk dudes up all day. The other thing is, like, if you want to be a D-bag, to me, I will make you look so fucking small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
but that's the thing is people don't realize it's like, bartenders, we're not like food servers. You can't like talk down to us because if you talk down to me, I'll just make you leave my bar.
Yeah.
Like you can't be an asshole to me. Like this is like whenever I'm behind the bar,
but why?
It's my
I never
bar.
understood why people are being assholes to people that, you know.
Because they think they're like they're better than everybody else.
Yeah, no, I feel that
know?
too. But like the other thing is like what really drives me fucking crazy is like if you're a D-bag and you're with a girl, I will break eye contact with you and look at her so fast and talk to her instead of you. And whatever you say, I'll just like ignore. I'm like, did you need something? Does he want something? You know, and make him look like, dude, it's. And I know it's some psychological.
You can watch
warfare.
your tip drop as you do that.
But I'm down with it. It's just like, dude, like you're not gonna be a douchebag to me. And the worst is like college kids that's daddies are rich.
Yeah.
And like they're like, oh well, I grew up driving fucking Camaros and shit. And
cool,
like,
dude.
It's like, yeah, you know what?
Cool,
I worked
dude.
for every fucking thing I've fucking.
And every girl you've ever had sex with has been severely disappointed.
Yeah.
Because you're a selfish person, so you don't actually know how to have sex with women.
Yeah.
And like. You'll grow up eventually, maybe, but most
the
likely.
fucked up thing is when people like that get in positions of power.
Yeah, but then that's the thing is like they're gonna get in a position of power. They're gonna make money. They're gonna have a trophy wife. I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Yeah, on the side.
Your wife is not gonna want to fuck you anymore. She's gonna go fuck a dude like me.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get divorced.
Yeah.
Your wife's gonna get half, and then you're gonna have to pay some 22-year-old girl to be your friend.
Yeah, and she's not gonna like you either. Like, cool, you get to have sex with like women, but like. You probably don't even have great sex. It's probably like 2 to 3 minutes, and you're just plowing into her at 9 miles an hour. It's not even fun for her.
And then you might cry after.
And then she's done. And the next thing you know, I have to go to use the bathroom because she has to go do something to herself in the bathroom because you did nothing for her. Like that's what those kids do. So it's like, oh yeah, you're a badass with a hot girlfriend. That's why is she giving me your number and I'm fucking her whenever you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like are they like I've had that before where like the hot girl's with a rich guy and then she's making out with me while he's in the bathroom. It's like, yo, I know that you'd rather be with me because this dude fucking sucks.
Yeah. Dude, it's just that whole game is nuts, dude. The whole game. It's like, it goes right all the way back to like the animal thing we're talking about. It's just like we're just animals with the ability to reason and opposable thumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The cool thing is, like, when you find like a dude or a chick that you click with as a friend, and then you start like talking shit about their significant other, you know what I mean? It's like, or like you defend them either way, you know what I mean? It's just like, your girlfriend's so hot, it's like, yeah, well, have you smelled her farts? You know what I mean? And it's like, you're not degrading them, it's just like, everyone's people, you know what I mean? Or like I'll talk to a girl, I'm like, dude, your boyfriend's badass. And it's like, yeah, well, he does this and this. And I'm like, well, he's just a person, dude. Like, no one's fucking perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
You know what I mean? I'm a big, like, big things with me. Don't lie about serious shit. Like, super serious shit.
I have cancer, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Joking. Yeah, that's a lie.
I got you. I have enough radiation back here.
What do you have?
Go bald.
Plutonium?
I don't know. I found this glowing rock.
I'm already going bald, dude. I'm thinking about doing this new haircut where my hair is way shorter. But go ahead, tell me the rest of
Dude,
your
I'm
things.
going bald as well.
Your hair is like, you look like Fabio.
Like, it is what it is.
You're like a less Jack Jason Momoa.
Way shorter,
way
too.
shorter, less better looking.
I'm like Jason Momoa's spawn.
Yeah.
Like, he like came in a fucking like
you're like
Cabbage
You're
Patch
like Andy
Dome
Sandberg
birthday.
with a beard and long hair.
I get fucking Jake Gyllenhaal a lot.
Really?
Good thing he's shorter.
I've only seen you without a beard once, and it was
Clean shaved.
I don't know if it was clean shaved. I think you just trimmed it way down.
Have you ever seen me clean shaved?
Yeah, I've seen
It's
pictures.
Fucking horrible. I have a scar here from my. Dude, I've gotten a lot of fights in my life. I got a lot of scars on my face.
I just don't do clean shaven ever anymore because I hate my face when I do.
Dude,
But-
it's like when you grab a beard, you're like, yes, I'll shave it off. And then the moment you shave it all off,
you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna shave because it's getting like too unruly. I'm gonna shave it now. And then I shave it, and I was like, why the fuck did I do that?
yeah.
Like I
And then
hate
you
it.
pray every day for the morning stubble.
So now I do like I'll clip it down to like a 5 like every 2 weeks because you know how like your facial hair grows at all different lengths.
Mm-hmm.
So when I keep it like at this length, like I'll have longer ones, so I gotta like trim it down, and like I'll just take it down like a 5 and keep it all the same length. And I go down like this. I don't really do here, so it makes my face longer. All this is planned.
Yeah.
I'm not naturally this good looking. I have to like grow it out and plan it this way.
Well, you look like who's the fucking power lifter that was in Game of Thrones? The Mountain.
The Mountain.
You look a lot like him. Like your face and your beard. Like, you know what I mean? Potentially with your body build, you could get really strong.
I've been lifting a lot. I've been actually going pretty much every day and like getting back into it because I haven't really done like serious lifting and exercising and working out since like probably like freshman year of college. I just got into drinking and
Did you
drugs.
play sports growing up?
Yeah, I played football, I played volleyball, and I played.
You played volleyball.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, my senior year.
That's cool because like, so you are you badminton? It's pretty close.
No, it's not even remotely close.
So I love, dude. It's pretty. It's over a net. Same thing, dude.
Yeah, what is
And
it?
shuttlecocks fly so slow.
I know.
So this is what we used to do. We used to have 2 people with 2 rackets each and 2 badmintons going, right? And if you sank both badmintons at the same time on the other person's side, like they're both in the water, that's how you get a point. Bro, you want to talk about the most competitive shit in the pool you've ever seen? Especially like 4 beers deep.
Anything in the pool's tough.
Right,
Because like
'cause
you
you
can't
can't
move as
move.
fast. Yeah, that's a hell of a workout. I'm a big ping pong player nowadays. Because we have like every office, like when you get into tech sales, every office has a fucking ping pong table.
Apparently that's a thing. Like, no bars have that. They have pool tables, but like
No, but like ping pong's like aggressive. And like I play today, and like my buddies I play with make fun of me because I don't forehand at all. Like I'm really really bad at it. So everything I do is backhand. So I do
I've
these
never
like
been good at ping pong.
I do these like really weird moves where like I have to hit something like over here, and like I twist my arm this way to backhand instead of just going like this and doing this. And then like I'll go this way, and I'm
And
always
some people got like the spin.
yeah.
And it would just cut hard.
Yeah,
But I've never been good
See,
at
when
ping
I do
pong.
it now, like I hit it really hard, and like I just hit it, and it curves right over the net and hits. And like I'll shoot out, put it back and forth really fast. Like I'm striking it hard, and like it just curves over the net and hits and hits. And then like some people I play with, and everybody plays a little bit differently. Like the guys who play like really slow with a lot of curve, I'm fucked. But
Yeah.
like I play more like those
Finesse.
Asians you see that hit really fast and just send it right over and hit really fast. And so like I have some like I'll play like pretty competitively, but I mean I lose to most people, but I can fancy myself good.
Okay.
I dated a girl one time who was like really good at tennis, and she played like I played her in ping pong like at like different bars, and she would beat me everywhere. We were in Asheville one time. We bet anal sex over it. Like whoever won got to penetrate the other. Yeah,
no shit.
And she like we had like a crowd. We had a whole bachelor party. There was like 12 people watching us because the game was so competitive. And she's a brick wall, dude. I played her probably, I'd say 10, 15 times the entire time that we were like talking, and like she beat me every single time. Like aggressively beat me. Like never once did I even get like, you're playing at 21, did I ever get like over 10 points? Like she destroyed me everywhere we played. And it was like miserable. Then I had an ex that I dated a while ago who like, we went back and forth. But I've never just been like manhandled by somebody in any sport that aggressively.
If you could play the sport and be maybe not the best, but be super good at it, like nationally known, what would you play?
Baseball.
Really?
Yeah, dude, because you like, it's
pitcher, batter, what?
I'd probably just be one of the outfield, just a batter. Like, think about it, dude. Your job is so easy and you get paid so much money. Like, look at Aaron Judge. That dude, like, all he does is swing a bat.
Dude, sports.
And the dude makes so, like, baseball has, like, not, like, it doesn't hurt your body. Like, you're not going to be half retarded whenever you get older. Like, you're
Unless
not going to
you get caught by a ball or something.
Yeah, which is rare. But, like, you have, like, boxers, like, look at, like, Muhammad Ali when he was, like, could barely stand up. Look at football players, and they're like all of them as they get older. The CTE just gets them. Hockey players get brutally beat up.
Dude, hockey is so underrated. Dude, that's
basketball,
such a badass sport.
Yeah, I love it's like my favorite sport. And basketball is like you got to really work at that. Baseball, you can kind of just like you can get fat.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah.
But
like baseball, you just can chill. And like I feel like I'm built more like a baseball player. Like if I would have played baseball growing up, I could have been good at it. But then I try to hit.
Fair enough. You're definitely not a track guy.
No. Maybe shot put?
Pole vaulting?
Yeah, right. My big ass getting over that.
Out of all seriousness, if you were the best pole vaulter at like 200 plus pounds and you shot
yourself... But think about it, dude, because like you're bending it so hard.
It
like,
shoots you so high.
For every opposite, like for every action, there's an opposite reaction. So like if you're bending it, like I'd probably have to get an industrial strength pole. But like imagine like I could probably just launch,
you
dude.
Find like antimatter. It's like shoot you to the fucking moon.
Like they'd have to extend the max. I would go so high and I'd just keep going.
You know what I always thought was a fucking super interesting sport that's like never really gotten like is fucking water polo, dude. Like them fuckers are fucking badass. Or even horse polo. Like have you ever seen fucking real polo?
I have a good buddy who played real polo,
dude,
like competitively.
Nuts.
Yeah,
it's insane, dude. If you fall off that horse, bro, and like the idea that you have to hold on, I think they should remake it, but with dirt bikes.
There's a league in Raleigh that does BMX bikes.
Really?
Yeah, bike polo. It's pretty aggressive. I have a buddy who's lives in New Zealand now. He used to live here, and he played. You might have met him. He used to come to visit me when I worked at Beer Garden a couple times. But he's back in New Zealand now. But whenever he like graduated high school, he played horse polo. Like his family owns like a horse ranch out in like New Zealand, a big farm and stuff, and they win like awards for their horses. They have like these really good horses and shit. And he played like in South Africa and stuff. Like he traveled for horse polo. It's such like a rich man. It's the ultimate rich man sport.
Definitely, dude. Especially the horses.
Yeah, and he like played it.
The people that play polo aren't really paid like that. They're not like NFL player paid.
No, it's like it's the rich people watching like slightly less rich people play.
Yeah,
they don't do it for the money. They do it to like ride horses and like I mean, it's pretty cool.
I mean, how badass do you think you'd look rolling up to a girl on a horse?
Yeah.
You want to come away with me in the sunset, rip your fucking shirt
Riding
off?
a horse is like so majestic. I used to ride horses. It's like really majestic. And I tell him like when I come out, can we go horseback riding?
Yeah.
He's like, don't call it horseback riding. It's just called fucking riding. We don't call it horseback riding. That's implied. It's just called riding. So
well, it's different because I ride bikes and I'm like I call that riding, but I guess we don't call it motorcycle riding.
Yeah, and like I want to go out and like you could do it really well.
When's the last time you've been on a horse?
It's been years.
Really?
I'm planning a weekend. My one buddy's got horses, and we're planning a weekend. His brother's got horses, I think. We're going to go, like, riding.
There's a thing in Utah where you can, like, do a whole trail thing. It's a 3-day thing.
I'm not a big fan of camping, honestly.
Really?
Like, yeah, no, honestly, like...
Shit in the woods?
I really like being, like...
No bidet, huh?
I like... Yeah, exactly. Like, I have a bidet, so I'm not a big camp guy.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, I don't want to...
Taking a water ball, squirting it.
I don't want to wake up with the sun. I don't want to go to bed when it gets dark. Like, I want to, like, stay in a hotel... like have the luxuries of life. Like I'm not good at pretending to be homeless. Like that's all camping is to me. It just seems like something I've done it a few times, but anymore it's just like I don't want to do that. I can get a cabin that's out in the woods and have it like I'm going to a cabin on Friday. I can do that. I don't want to be like just the tent just sucks. I've never woken up comfortably in a tent. I wake up like sweaty or freezing cold or like just like there's bugs and like I'm never like I'm so glad I feel so serene. I've never had that experience. So I'm just kind of like, maybe I don't ever want to do that again.
How long you've ever been on a horse in a sitting? Like at one time?
Like all day.
All day?
Yeah, I've done like 8 hours on a horse before.
So my aunt used to own a rescue horse ranch, and she had this horse named Duke. And when I was like 16 years old, I thought it'd be a great idea. It says out in Palm Springs, in the middle of fucking nowhere. Thought it'd be a great idea one night.
Like in South Florida?
No, Palm Springs, Desert, California.
Oh shit.
I thought it'd be a great night.
Oh, that's
so like,
West Palm.
I mean, like,
Palm Beach.
I love you, parents. I'm so sorry, Jim. I stole your Harley a lot. Not recently when I was a kid, not the new one because I know you'd kill me. But when Jim had bikes growing up, I had bikes. I used to take his bike out, pick up girls and stuff, and I'd ride out. But anyways, so I was staying at my fucking aunt's house out in Palm Springs, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna take Duke because Duke and I got kind of close, right?
It's weird how you can get close with horses like that.
Yeah, dude, they're just it's a mammal thing, dude. You know what I mean? And like, dude, they're super smart and super stupid. Anyways, so I stole this horse. I'm riding bareback through the fucking desert. There's fucking a moonlight, dude. Fucking epic shit, like some shit like Dancing with Wolves, like I'm screaming through the desert. I get all the way out in the middle of I'm probably like 4 or 5 miles away from the fucking house. Get off the fucking horse, right? And I try to get back on, and the horse trots away, right? And I'm like 4 feet behind this horse, and every time I try to run to catch up, it just trots a little more. I couldn't catch this horse to save my fucking life, dude. A full sprint, just trotting away.
Yeah.
I ended up walking with the horse probably 4 miles back to the fucking ranch. And we get to the fucking ranch, he just sits at the fucking gate. I'm like, you gotta be fucking
You could have gotten like bit by a rattlesnake or something.
Right, and
like,
died
you
out there.
Died. And then you would have been fucked.
That horse, I feel like the horse was like, yeah, stupid human.
Yeah.
Like, way faster.
I did it one time. I was young, and I was like probably 9 years old. And I got on this horse, and it was in South Florida. That's where I used to ride. I used to live down there. And I got on, and I had like sandals on. You know how like when you were like younger, your sandals were like bigger.
Yeah.
And like this horse I was on was like a
flip-flops.
Yeah, it was like a show horse, but it was like the actual strap-in ones. Like they like had to Velcro them on, and it was like a show horse. And I got on just to ride her around like the barn and stuff like that. And she like went a little bit too fast at one point. And I just dug in and tightened up, and my heels like got into her sides, and that meant go faster. So here's me, 9 years old, screaming, crying on this horse that's ripping circles around the barn. I don't know how to stop.
Yeah.
So somebody had to literally like come out and like wave the horse off so I could get off. I just like literally like I fell off bawling, crying, 9 years old, just ran away because I was so scared. And that was like, it took me a while to get back on a horse after that. But like once you like, people act like horseback riding's tough. It's really not. It's a pretty like
it's a very simple thing.
Easy thing to get used to.
You can move your hips with them.
Yeah.
So I used to rescue horses, and then like a couple times like here at Dude Ranch. But I used to know this chick named Devaney.
What did you rescue them from? Like a fire?
Old race horses that would got old, like 11 years old. They'd fucking try to put them down. Anyways, that's what my aunt did. I mean, super cool for her. She had cows and peacocks and shit. Anyways, but I remember I went out to this girl named Devaney's parents' ranch, and she was like an adopted chick, but they spoiled her rotten. You know when you're adopted like by rich people.
Yeah, like I feel like rich people are the only rich people like are like
you don't adopt someone when you're poor.
Yeah, you can only adopt if you're rich, and like every like adopted kid I've ever met, it's like, yeah, your parents are dead, but your life's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like I lost my dad like just because he sucked, but like people like lose their parents and it sucks, but then you got this great life. Like my dad didn't give me either of those things. Like I had to lose him and he sucked, so it's like who really had it worse, you know?
But I remember like so she like raced horses, and she was a big woman, dude. She was like 6'1". And, like, she wasn't not in shape, but she wasn't in shape at the same time.
You should give her my number, and maybe we could have NFL linebackers.
I think she actually just got married.
Yeah, well.
But, dude, I bet she's, like, 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". She's bigger than me.
Good breeding star.
And I remember the first time I got on a real fucking horse. It's, like, the difference in, like, working in a dive bar and then working in a real high-volume bar. Or, like, driving a Civic and then driving a Ferrari. Mm-hmm. And I got on this fucking horse, dude. I've never felt those fucking 2 back feet hit the fucking thing. And it's a Western saddle where you hold your hand and like it fucking jumped forward. I'm like, oh shit! And that fucker took off. I bet you like I might as well have been going a million miles an hour. I bet you we were going like 35.
I mean, it's dangerous.
And I don't weigh that much. Like even back then, I probably weighed less. That fucker flew, dude. I've never. That's going back to like fighting animals smaller than me. Like that thing was powerful, dude. And like as smart as that horse was, it like stopped. And you know what I mean? Like if that horse wanted to throw me, it could have launched me.
Yeah, and you see like Christopher Reeves. That's how he got paralyzed.
I thought you were riding bulls.
No, it was horses.
All right.
My grandmother fell off a horse, bucked her off one time. She dislocated her shoulder. She hated horses after that. Never rode again. So I mean, they can fuck you up pretty bad. I saw a video recently. It was like they were trying to breed two like really gorgeous horses, like this black stallion. And that's the thing with like breeding horses, like the horses, like the big stallions, like the really like nice ones, like they sell their semen for like insane amounts of money because they use them to breed other like female horses and like different like
Yeah,
like,
you guys gonna whack that horse off though.
yeah, right. Well, they put
I've
them in,
seen
like,
those videos.
Yeah, they put it in like a sleeve, but like they were trying to breed this like stallion with a mare, and the mare literally just like kicked her back legs back and hit him in the face, and he died on the spot. Like fell over and just dead, like convulsed and then died. It's like, yo, they're powerful fucking animals.
No doubt. No, so check this out. So there was Duke, Windsor, Moonbeam, I think was it. Anyway, so Windsor was the old racehorse. He was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
He's a mean son of a fucking bitch. He's a gray and white horse. I'll never fucking forget this shit. And I was like sitting up on the fucking fence, right, with my feet kicked in the fence. And he's like walking up. I knew he was coming up. I didn't think anything of it. That motherfucker bit me on the fucking back. And like horses are weird because they bite and they pinch and they have flat teeth and they just hold on. Bro, that fucking thing hurt. Bro, it hurt so fucking bad. I couldn't move my left arm for like fucking a week.
Yeah.
And like, what was I gonna do? Turn around and hit the fucking horse? Like, what is it gonna do?
What's it gonna do?
Just shake it off.
But like you see, like a horse can kill another horse with a kick, and like, what if they did that to a human? Like they could really.
Oh, dude, people get kicked.
Destroy your face.
Oh god, yeah. I rode. So she had a couple donkeys too, and it used to be like donkeys are like way smaller. There's a difference between a donkey and a jackass. I think one's.
I think a mixture.
One's
of
a mixture
horse
and
one's like a mixture of like a. So say it's like a.
It's a donkey and a mule, is what it is.
Yeah, so I think a donkey is
a donkey,
and then a mule is a mix of a horse and a
animal.
donkey. Yeah.
So we used to jump on the donkeys for fun. There's two of them, and they'd fucking run around in circles to try to buck you off, but they weren't so intimidating as the horse. And my aunt had these fucking double barn doors that open so they'd open up and they'd open 4 different ways. So it had a top part, a bottom part. Anyways, the 2 top parts were thing, and that fucker went right for it and ducked its head, and I thought I could get underneath it too, and it fucking peeled me the fuck off, dude. Like, oh, it was so bad. It was so fucking bad.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird. You know what's another weird thing about like the animal kingdom, and it just makes me think of it because zebras do this. Zebras, like a male zebra will kill the offspring of like a new mate if it's not his.
Damn, you really are into these animal documentaries.
Yeah, they'll like kill them, and it's crazy. What they'll do is they'll try to bite them on the back to break their spine, so other animals will eat them. Yeah, so I watched a video recently. And it was like a male zebra had broken the spine of a baby zebra, and then hyenas ate it. Like, that's what they do. Yeah, they'll kill them if it's not their own. Lions do that too. They'll kill cubs if they like take over a pride. They'll kill all the cubs because they want their genes to get passed on. Yeah, so animals are like savages. Like they're baby killers. Like a lot of animals are fucking baby killers. Like fuck
yeah, no, I believe it. All right, hold it. I got to piss real quick. I had to pee. Sorry, it's weird because I feel like my bladder used to be so much better when I was a kid. Everything used to be so much better when I was a kid.
It was before you drank alcohol.
Well, I mean, I try to push a gallon of water through my body a day, and like, boy, do I pee a lot. Like, I don't know. It's weird how we're just like one hole that goes all the way from our mouth to our butt.
Yeah, that's how we were first formed. When we're
so we started as an asshole,
we
right?
started as an asshole, and then it's just literally one thing.
And then nipples are like the next big thing that we have.
Yeah, probably. No, I don't really. Nipples?
I feel like it's asshole and then nipples, and then that's when we get our genitalia. I could be wrong on that.
I feel like you'd get a mouth before nipples, but I don't know.
Because it starts?
I could be wrong, but...
Can you imagine, like, remember being made?
It'd be weird.
I wonder if it's painful.
Probably not. I mean, growing isn't painful.
What do you think about AI?
I don't trust it, dude. That's how that will be the downfall of our society.
How much more could you not trust it than humans?
But I mean,
has AI ever killed anybody? No.
No, but once it becomes self-aware,
there are things that have got.
I've seen. There's enough Terminator movies to know that AI is not good.
Yeah,
there's
maybe,
a lot
but that's once again that's movies.
There's like 2 things that movies have taught us: don't bring dinosaurs back, and don't make AI.
I don't know. Bringing dinosaurs back might be kind of.
That would be pretty cool. There's Jurassic World Live is in Raleigh on Thursday, and I'm thinking about going. It's mainly for kids, but tickets are like 15.
Marbles, right?
No, it's at like PNC Arena.
Shut up.
Tickets are like $15. I'm like, I just know
Thursday.
Yeah, it starts Thursday. It's all weekend, but I'm leaving Friday. But like, I'm thinking I want to go, but I just know that I'll probably get belligerently drunk and be super pumped for dinosaurs, and like I'll be like yelling about the dinosaurs,
Velociraptor!
and like all the kids, like the parents will get mad at me, and I'll get in a fight at PNC Arena with like a dad and flip flops and.
Yo, so the weird thing is, I heard there are more fights at Chuck E. Cheese than there are at fucking hockey.
Yeah, imagine the kind of people who take their kids to Chuck E.
Well,
Cheese.
they serve alcohol at fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Why would you like Chuck E. Cheese? Apparently, I've heard that they're horrendous.
Still?
I don't know where there's one anywhere near here. But I heard they're pretty bad. I saw something on Facebook post the other day. It was like, yo, it smells like urine in the entire place and it's disgusting.
Well, sorry. So I work in a bar that has live music, and it's pretty much the adult version of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, because I mean, I imagine that at your bar, you get a different type of crowd than the rest of the area. I mean, like, there's a lot of bars in that area that are all they have their own vibe. But I imagine, like, the live music, you don't get a lot of, like, the club-going girls. So you don't
you get these girls from Johnson County that you would not believe.
Yeah, you get those, and those are my favorite. I love those kind of girls. They always crack me up because you tell it's like they're going out in the city with the girls, and it's like I was like, yo, I live 2 blocks from here. Like this is just like where like I go to take her for dinner on occasion, like before the live music starts, you know. But it's like it's like, oh, we're all going out in the city, like to get all like nice and dressed up. And then we also get like the military guys on leave from Fayetteville, and you get like 8 of them come up together. They all wear the same outfit, and
tight shirt, tight jeans, and some boots.
Yeah, and then they're like. They're all there's 8 of them staying in a Motel 8, and their only chance of actually getting a bed to themselves, not even to themselves, is like take some like random girl home, and it's probably one of those girls from Johnson County.
Oh God, yeah.
So like they fell in love in a hopeless place. Tonight. Yeah, so I mean they do it, and it always cracks. Those are the guys you got to throw out of your bar the most.
No, you would not believe this. If you had to guess, if I said the military guys aren't the worst, who do you think is the worst ones we have to throw out all the time?
The drunken frat boys.
Fucking frat boys.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, dude.
They're the worst. And they're like 90 pounds, and they're like, so Thanksgiving weekend, this kid tried to hit me with a fucking beer bottle, right? In my fucking head, and his buddy ripped out my other buddy's nose ring, and when he went to hit me with the beer bottle, I smacked it out of his hand. Like, I mean, like, training or no train, you could see that fucking beer bottle coming a mile away, especially when you're sober. And it's just like, dude, what are you gonna do, like, now? Right? And like, I guess he didn't think so. And then my bouncers just like kind of pummeled him down. I'm like, that was stupid, dude. I was like, you could have just been like, hey man, like, I don't like you. I'm going downstairs. And that would have been fine. You know what I mean? But you tried to hit me with a beer. Like, even if you succeeded in hitting me with a beer bottle, what would happen next?
Yeah,
like,
fair.
Like, you think you're going to go Super Saiyan? You're 90 pounds, bro. Like,
but yeah, I imagine we could suck to get hit with a beer bottle. Maybe. I used to be a drunken frat, dude. Like, I was a fraternity.
Were you really a frat boy?
Yeah, I was a fraternity in college, dude. And like all through it, like, but like even by like the senior year of college, I was like done with it. University of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And like I like by
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Really? I didn't know you were up there.
Yeah, that's where I was. So I lived in South Florida until I was like 10, and then I moved to Pittsburgh. I did like middle school, high school, college. A lot for you. Yeah, yeah. And then I graduated college, and I was like, I want to go somewhere new, and I heard North Carolina is really nice. So I came down for like 4 days and found a job in an apartment and just like picked up and moved. I didn't know anybody here. And it was like, I've been here for over 6 years now. Like, what the fuck am I still here for?
Damn, so you knew me like 4 years. So you must have just moved here like 2 years prior.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years. Damn, you must have just moved here.
Yeah, I hadn't been here for like long. And like, I moved down with a girlfriend, and then like we broke up, and
she moved down here with you?
Yeah, we moved down together. She lives back in Pittsburgh now, I think. I haven't talked to her in a couple years. I guess it's been probably a couple years. Last time I saw her, it was like one of those things. It was like my mom walked in on us having sex, and I was like, we could probably never talk again. So,
shit.
Like it was like I was up in Pittsburgh for like my little sister's high school graduation or something, and like we did it, and then I was like, and then I got back and I changed my phone number and like blocked her on social media. I was like, I shouldn't be doing this anymore. Like I'm too old for this shit. Like, we could still be going back to like that like it was like a high school sweetheart ex. I was like, that one really needs to be cut out of my life. So I haven't talked to her in a couple years now, but I mean.
It's so much weird, like, what I found fun 4 years ago and what I find fun now are so much different things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm more, like, a little bit more wholesome now, and, like, I've come further, like, in my life, and, like, I used to be, like, a way more of a degenerate. I mean, I'm a degenerate.
Still a degenerate.
I'm a degenerate, like, I'm a degenerate that, like, has a real job and, like, makes normal money, and, like, I'm not blowing all my money that I make at the bar every night. So I'm, like... I can go on like trips whenever I want to now and stuff. So like I'm getting like a big bonus like middle of this month.
The whole travel thing is like where it's at.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting like a bonus middle of this month, and I think I'm not just like going to like Iceland or something. Like I don't even want to go with anybody because like I don't have to like fight with somebody about where we're gonna go. Or, like,
why don't you keep lifting throughout the summer and then and like I don't know, the beginning of December next year we'll go to Thailand. And
Well,
I'm going to train.
I don't want to fight.
You don't have to.
I'm not like a big fighter.
It's cool. You don't
Like,
have to train. We'll just go to the
I
same.
don't have like a. I'm not like killing it.
No, we'll split a fucking a little dorm or something, right? I mean, literally, it's $400 a month.
Yeah, but then I would have to give up my career.
Go out sick for a month. You got coronavirus.
I could do that actually.
Just take some vacation time. It would be fun. We go to Thailand. I train for a month. I get a fight at the end. We'll take another week and ride elephants or some shit.
Yeah.
You could even be my personal coach. In fact, you could even write about it because you're good with words.
I'm alright with
You're like,
words.
Joe took a suffering backhand to the face today in training.
Then we could do a podcast about the fight. About the fighting. Yeah, I mean, it's not a possibility. I kind of want, like, 'cause I want to do Southeast Asia
Where would
again.
you go if you could go anywhere? Anywhere in the fucking world.
Anywhere in the world?
Not even within reason.
No, I would definitely probably do, like, those sweet little island cabana Tahiti things.
Oh,
Like, yeah, I'm a big fan of
Where they have
relaxing.
like the little tiki huts.
Yeah, like, out on the water. I'm a big fan of relaxing now.
One tsunami, you're
Yeah.
fucked.
One. But I would go there for, like, just, like, a week with, like, a hot chick and just, like...
Swim with sharks.
Yeah, swim with sharks, like do some cool shit. But I'm a big fan of cruises though. Like, 'cause some people hate cruises. I love them.
Dude, I've never been on one. I've heard so like left and right things.
Yeah,
about
some
it.
people hate them. I love them because it's like, yo, you get up in the morning and you're somewhere different. Like I wake up and you're in Belize. And like I went cave tubing in Belize and like saw like monkeys and was like in an inner tube, like in these giant caverns underground where it's pitch black
Yeah.
and you only have your headlamp to see. Like that was cool. And then the next day, like I wake up and I'm in the Caymans and I'm going to like a sea.
Nowhere cold though. Oh, you're not a cold guy.
Nah, not a big cold guy.
But you're going skiing next week.
Yeah, but I got like insulated everything, and we're in North Carolina, so it's not gonna be that cold.
Dude, I'm so down with the cold. I love it so much, dude. It makes every bone in my body hurt, but I still love it.
I like the warm's better, and it's.
Do you dress good for the cold though? I've learned that like a pair of like long johns and long like tight shirt.
Oh yeah, long johns are
and then
necessary.
a long sleeve shirt on top of that, and then you're set.
Well, I grew up in Pittsburgh really, and we did like my stepdad was a big hunter. And to like kind of gain his like love and affection, I would like do it with him. I don't fucking care about hunting.
Yeah.
Dude. There's nothing like what makes you want to go sit in the fucking woods in the
At 4
snow
a.m.
in the freezing fucking cold and just maybe an animal will walk by and you can shoot it. Like that's pretty fucking
Dude,
cold.
I'm so mixed about that, about like shooting animals. Like it's like I get it if you're hungry, but at the same time it's just like, yo, you really want to get a turkey? You go jump on that fucker. Jump on that fucker. Break it. Fucking. You want a moose? You want to get a moose? Like,
well, turkeys you hunt with shotguns, so you gotta get them like close to you, and you gotta like,
Yeah.
do turkey calls and shit. And deer, you just kind of sit there and wait, and it's fucking boring.
well,
dude.
obviously not in my neighborhood. They just hang out in your
Yeah,
front
we saw
fucking
one
yard,
over
right?
here. Yeah, but like it's just kind of like boring. I'm not a big fan. It's really cold. Like if it's like warm hunting, like one hunting I like to do is like you do small game hunting, and you take a dog and you like
Squirrel.
you walk through like squirrel, yeah, I guess, rabbit,
But not cities.
grouse, pheasant. City squirrel are the best because then you can like feed
They're
them.
so fucking fat.
You gotta do it by hand though. You gotta feed them and then you grab them and then you gotta twist. Yeah, I do that usually on my walk to work and then I just grill them for lunch.
Where it has a hat.
Yeah, because I walk to and from work because I live like 5-6 blocks from the office, and I walk through like Nash Square every day, and I try to get a squirrel every morning.
How
for lunch.
weird would it be if you brought a dead squirrel to work and be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it later?
I think it'd be pretty badass.
I used to cut trees, and this guy, we found a possum nest in a tree, and he fucking killed it. And he fucking, we let him have it, obviously, but like, he came back next day, like, what do you eat? He's like, the possum. I was like,
It's savage.
it was pretty savage, dude.
I killed a porcupine once.
Bare hands?
No,
No, that'd be fucking strangle porcupine. That's how you know you're a man.
I had a porcupine killed my dog once.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they're fucked up because once they hit you with the thing, it burrows deeper. It's like an arrow.
And it's barbed, so you can't pull it back out. Like it's got a hook on it.
Yep.
And like my dog didn't know, and like my dog, we got my dog to the vet and stuff, but he died. She died like 2 days later. I love that dog, so I have like a vendetta against porcupines because they're a useless animal. So
Are they really? They can kill dogs, though.
yeah, they suck. So I found out I thought it was a bear at first. Because like it was up in
porcupine?
it was up in a tree and they're a big black mass. So I thought it was a bear. They're pretty fucking huge. Thought it was a bear, so I shot. My buddy shot first and missed, and then 2 porcupines separated. And we like heat of the moment, you just start firing.
Yeah.
And I took one down and he took the other one down. And I'm like, fuck that porcupine, dude. Like I hate that fucking animal. It killed one of my favorite dog. Like I was fucking rude. So fuck porcupines. I guess that's the moral of the entire story today.
People have them as pets.
Who?
I don't know.
I used to have a hedgehog.
I mean, you know, people think dogs are fucking, like, you know, good guard dogs and stuff, but if you had a porcupine, someone intrudes and you throw a fucking porcupine at somebody.
The best guard dogs are chihuahuas still. What
A pack of them.
What if you threw a pack of chihuahuas or something, like in a bag, and you just like open it up and
30
threw it
of
at
them come out.
And it's like attacked by chihuahua. It's like they're literally mammalian, like piranhas.
Yeah.
A bunch of them will take you down, but like one or two, not a big
That'd
deal.
be the worst way to die.
Yeah.
You get to heaven or hell either way. Like, how'd you die? Yeah, I'm 30.
That's how the apocalypse is gonna happen. It's like there's gonna be packs of roaming chihuahuas that are like porcupine packs,
God, that'd be
or not porcupine, like
raining chihuahuas.
yeah, like piranha packs, but chihuahuas, and they're just gonna be running in packs in cities. And that's what kills you in the apocalypse.
Would be your best weapon of defense.
A shovel.
I'm gonna go bat.
No, because then you can only hit like one at a time. Chihuahuas are small enough; you could probably hit two with a big shovel. You just yeah, big flat shovel, just murdering chihuahuas.
Oh.
Fucking hate chihuahuas.
Well, let's go to the bar, man.
All right,
Dude,
let's do it.
Bronze, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Okay, glad we finally got to do it.
Let's take it.